because simple. If you want to study and work in abroad in any of the advanced countries, like IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, GRE, and GMAT, they will assist you to write. Express Group say, I can't you, and yet, and you who's out. Kumase, Asafu Leba, Runabout Wa, and crying. Can I see first? Tema Community 18, Lashibi Goy Filling Station, Sunyani, Silver House, our High Court, Tamale, Yama Building, Yabe Tamale, Teaching Hospital, Takrade, Market Circle, and our offices, our Mabe so telephone 055 555 0067 and 0249 000448.
Honey AAK Event Center, Yamo program, Titru, wedding, easy. Yes, yamma wumra ho kra. Yawo outdoor space, ni gardener, eho ye fa. Ubetimi agye your program. Yes, house wo hall a. Yes, bibie needs. Ubetimi de di udwuma nyina. Na ubuku ye ho fefe yi. Yawo wedding a. Ebet so breso. Free say, ye be your marriage registration no. Ni certificate wo heya the amount. Now the wedding reception what so. Ewo ye beautiful garden no mo. Na ye wa sofo a. Obe show our de ne so ama wo. Ye wa anyum to for. Instrumentalist. Obeho dwom kama dwumedie no tie fresh ase akwasi awieye no so menshro fi say ye wo event planner obeto to bibia car park kesia wa ha ene wo standby generator ebuo nkane asem no interruption o program bi abaye no bibia sia konkon na ye wedding podia de mu hia ne mo ring ya mo behye ye wo Kumasi City Mall achi hwa telephone 0202 439 439 0202 439 439.
Brene Druso Onyame Mabe Kabom near Somno near Peja Okasiano. Saintina Bread of Heaven International Ministry. Did you media opportunity? Oh Lord, remember us. Every kaye. And I watch you media odisi ho eshevra diaye ashen dinen monyam. Jumedia Besha said 25th November, Ekusi 30th November. Eye debia numre no sia pepepe. E was Sapphire Gardens at Tasoma Sukumase. So for poor odi Jumedia nim Bishop John Benjamin Odro. Asofo ayatu yensa frewon ebini Bishop Charles Ajenasare, Reverend Dr. Robert Ampiakofi, Apostle Dr. Emmanuel Kwabnadonko, Apostle Elect Emmanuel Donko, Bishop Raymond Akua, and Apostle Francis Ajenasare. Na kaise, anyum to 4P, the one and Munyambeba Betaj Mediechi, Ebini PSC Esther, Coffee Prepra, and Minister Entry Bright. Kaise, and now watching Jumedia Yedebro, Ayat
Abba, maybe
Sexy Carol.
Messi me busa wasem.
Adiase.
Upen kuko manketenkete. Ana ope madachi.
Sexy Carol. Nenti ukase me short memory am. Me madachi dawo. Me se nkuko manketenkete. Ti yano. Afedi ato omoni akeka. Wasi I tertiary education no. Ono ba. First time no obey ni free amount.
Tertiary ko awoka ho asem. Ebi ko ni 7 years. Ebi ko ni 4 years. Na wo koi, na ko ye first semester free a. Dia ka ne hwan nje. Enu nti na abam, e wo se, wo tu aba no, e ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Efi se wa mo wa ko free SHS wie no. O se oba ne mfa Ghana card.
Ghana card.
No ko student loan. No mfa ko tax sharing. No wi a. Enam se wa ma ni loan nti. Na adwuma da ho, na watete na kakra. Umpe we na ope kokko ma
get me twem.
Eye sro ho.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV. The station that makes me feel so happy. That money that is used to buy guns and ammunition to kill women and children in Africa, because your government gives it to Africa as aid. To put pressure on your government to do more to stop oppression,
Africa, where we wanna be, we are here. Hayani eti yes ye ni na emuye ye de na ye nwane ankonko fo ama so abato aye kosue ya na akwakoye asumdwe hu de wo de bia ye kan eti ya na mama ebia toya sum se de be ya basabasa ye bia ensi wo bra ye boaboa ye ho ye to aba ene abato na chi esanse Ghana ye ba akope e bia na mimi ni passport wa yede visa abomu no sa na wosusu ni bie so na be basabasa ye no ekobasa mpanifo no mdo musika ehye okutupa eyo yodom kwana kwaye basabasa ye no wo mama ne do mu kita papa bio ode ne bekọ na waka ha etuotu train wo na ebebo otirimu eti yentu ye hofo na ye mobra pa se de be abato na chi ne ye nyina ebetimi enya asomdwe mapa na ye de ato so aboye bra midi ne maame frem poma crunchy FK for short enkrata no aba ye be company fo nche ne pense buko new stance ahodo no so a echiremu wo ho na wakwa kenkan bi Kwesi Parker Wilson woni Akua Asieduaa wonu medikan atena se anu anome mamo achen ba cho se bibia bokodi nyankopon adome ho ode abato yi ba ye seminars ahodo workshops about peace ni ade anso still ye woni pani bi efremu a ombe basabasa ye nto de ka so omonte
nipa bi ti aso dem a ye preach kire omude bia
kanina
enso ko ya kanina de na sofo se mo onye no no okutam
ade sofo na ono akrompo preach kura wo yo ti be de na asore banyo
obi kan wo se asofo ni bebre nya omu nyina makwan manyame nyuso omu yi nti omu nsam na omu ka no ntinim asem no ka na ejani mu a entimi mubu akoma mu
ha
aha
asa nyumto ni bi wo Ghana gospel musician bi first no to nyuma ti say yes I she know I perplex na sa wo se gu by now to nyuma tra
imo ya anointing ne ko enti ye nyina ya hwe ne fa ne bat
okay no so bukana
o say
no so bukuna
no nya be ma oba yeah ba say obu ne hu nti no
me hu ni papa
me pese me boni dia ha wo yo basa
if what you say is the truth I don't
Florence Obinim Florence Obinim first or born nyoma what say nyoma now what's the problem some don't say minsuro but onya hwe but enne no ase life hunu bi ni niam bi ene kekan wa bi omde akanya mesom no abrofolize nyamesom no nti aba omonyom no kra ne mu aye ha
we manage material
manage material
abre to asa ya me dey cat once ayakonu super say what's my apre mu say Kwesi what's my apre mu say you can say obi wo ha visa ne no American embassy force afi obi enko ba bia ye nyina ye te ha
ba bi so mo daily graphic chassis ana mbo ko udi akro ye nyina ye
ni mu fie enko ade enkrofo be ba
on be ba ho ye chassis truth and accuracy every day no nene ye de chassis na EC disqualifies GFP presidential candidate printing of ballots honom no
papers
resumes okay it almost chassis a print ballot papers no pay 13 sem no ho Roman father ya disqualify no na said ya disqualify no ne ho nsensem no eno nsem e wo pay 13 wo ho no nti
electoral commission na beba de ni so
ni di nanima baba beto so an because
awoto abane ma na ye nkan wo
na wo say o cancel ho no as minim how we ni say ne de Roman father ba
just your constitution you say you say you
1 year and 2 others partner to train 1,000 youth in fish farming pay 10 and as answer no so what the daily graphic animu one na banner headline ne asem kesia e da daily graphic anim Supreme Court on sensem no Supreme Court quashes speaker's decision for MPs remain in parliament said ye ka say mrashebedwafo nan bia wo mkọ kontekura free wo mama nyokuo makọ prema mrashebedwa adwa Speaker of Parliament Yewra Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben ask ochiremu se wo munkodwa na dampan no Supreme Court abosa ansem na gu a yasama empanifo no ekoto mu dwumadie so ewo Ghana emrashebedwa fie daily graphics sister Akua
ene o si we ye ntinsim enkomo we kura de me say ye di nkomo da Supreme Court asem no ne nra ene na nsa ne nra ni nyina Yewra Bagben one ne lawyer Thaddeus sorry o man court ne so de enya wo ba na wa ama ye bu asem na yetimi di wasem wo wachi kura ejeli wo wachi da chi bi ebe hu bia na wa be full sentence ase aha enti no a wo de wo ruling aba na I think ruling na ba anura no ya asem a na dodo na ya kan Ghana ha ese ye ne sa na ko ese ya anya fetu onipa no na wutie viva voce ye court asem a Gofredame ya attorney general akoka ye na o si yenya mfumso mienu onu do hu ne se Professor Michael Kweye mfumso do ye no ewo ebibi etwem wo adanse fomena MP ho se wa register na so se wa ko independent nti ne party fo atwora ba se mo ne no emmomu enye adwuma no a odi ejina so eye sa de no ne so hweso a lawyer fo na ne mrafo no mranimfo ne kan president case of president no eno ena Yewra Bagben gina so hweye no enti do ofum de edi kan no eni se enfumso ni
na anti de edi kan no ogina independent me yato ne so aba na se ogina MPP ne yato ne so aba
MPP din ena koye na kire na ohwa a primaries no na ohun ni se niam mu na ho ma no okwa wan hwe obelusu and yes won ko bi nti omo aye omo prime minister MPP for no and onu declare ne ho so obeko independent na no independence ni mu ko no and MPP for them so mo tworo koma speaker and ogina so say and or the party ni di mu na ba ya asin de emre ya ye rabagbe akan and so no so no gina so de ye no and speaker Michael Quay wasn't right do ye na kan ni so ye ne sa de make me did say my answer or question no said they will be sano aha enti I don't know so na da medical defending the case no Supreme Court aye ni say na one nipa ba ko ne de MPP phone crofo do so enti won say ampenchi o mo bebre sa na we na 3 mo every mo no aha na pressure ma wo mo na so ni nyina mu no ye nyina ye di toto ye ho di susu asem next time no e bia e be ye party foforo oba ba bia mra ne da no ne de ato pepepe de meka wo no na Roman father nso die I say disqualify yes o ye nneoma bi wo mu a na illegal e wo ne forms na o feeling
enti ye fa basobo ma akua donko
adue be mi tiri mu
ya gine tum
adue be mi tiri mu
enti ono na se bi onye leneda onim hwe wan ko school no hwan na ma ni tiri qualify so what you say na de ono ye lened no o de asie ti ma me no abo ne ho modern
omoko enti minim adekro ko feeling foforo ankoyamfo ekoyamfom so enti isi no ahye se eno akwa na bi mu kra naro ade ne down aba ono ane physical appearance
ne ti
abo no ne sa no no ye before ye values
president
enti wo de wo ho bo afode ama se ye mfa wonye panyi wo be bia we wuntimi mfa nkwa hemfie nkodi hene wo ye de hye kra na hene
His Excellency Rasta Roman father
and just a Rasta Timber president of Ghana
Kwesi well bi adachi bi eni o ma betimi asesa na school kra na na yesi yemi mfa nkoi na be dey so president
and say school ni say ya makwan say yemfa nkọ
eno kwa no mo twe ho manso
and make say tell where you
report the assembly way it is you carry there then what it means is that you can still go through the process
of the school no krampo na ye bibi ketua bi kwa na yatene ye sabe nkum wo so na wo a wo bedi omamu ni nyina so that's what she means
so be the
profession to say
I think somebody should take it to
profession munya specify say enu ntia na dia
but it is something that could come up in the future yeah they able to in the future to be fan court there
profession to say
now on koyewe on come
profession to say law profession to say law untimi nya rasta nkoye lawyer obema
and then
ai okay and na corporate nyuma bi wo ho a second PS kura wo oba ye ma wonye
yeah
so wa bo wasum ba kwa kan de o ma me bo ma wo ye tattoo
community services ni nyina
ye values nti wo be ye adwuma ne de a na wadi mra ne so de
Kwesi
ai so eke ka se me ogofre dam and onyo no nko na me ka say ye ka se nya twoma na MPP for the castle be nya twoma na ye MPP for in 2020 adanse formula o me hu say they all there o mu ina afega market mu ina na o mu na mtete obi they saw nom de andresiam no mu ni say nye but o man ka ho asem and a friend of principles your principles do not change when it favors you so principle no exercise as that when ade favor one say for that we nya twom then before the highest level of dishonesty before them because that time they saw everything wrong with it and then they are seeing everything wrong because it's principle and let me say judges in the Supreme Court they are about 5-2 and then I'm law lecture reading I wanted to understand and reasoning them by I won't go into the reasoning 5-2 CJ HM say two normal dissentee almost dissentee based on jurisdiction what it means is that now omudidi mu no asem na ye ba bedi no enye Supreme Court dey from some di asem
o matrashe
iti enunti and na omudissentee now the law lecture tells me and this is education for anybody and obi lawyer bi antini say in cases like this the first vote or dissent on jurisdiction the substantive matter no on to abanibi because on nakasa on jade ni ntum say ye de be ba ho it technically a 5-0
okay
and yet 5-2
5-0
a 5-0 on the substantive matter nakasa because 2 there was on jurisdiction
okay
I know the main issue no man to abanibi so a 5-0
okay
against a speaker Babi
All right.
And we should say, I'm sure it will come to the other papers. I mean,
I heard Justice Atuba said the High Court.
Oh, I also agree. From start, you know, lawyers HM say the proper forum is not the Supreme Court. The right forum is the High Court. The High Court, you know, let's say then you cannot take it to the Supreme Court. But CJ, on the day Assembly Bar CJ, this is an exceptional case. You want no argument, no.
Okay.
Say it was an exceptional case, and perhaps.
All right. The new crusading guide now. NPP National Treasurer takes campaign to voter region. And also, penia washe sikasem so NPP or the Nehwaji campaign ni mwa wako piemo from Mantemu nsem no pay 10. Na ushe Asieduaa no mwa. EC maintains presidential candidate's position on ballot as it disqualifies GFP. And also Roman father and Semnoana, the new crusading guide, Ede Honsamaba, Jane Mensah, Infoni Eda Ehon Fefe. Now, over 4,000 young entrepreneurs receive grants and mentorship. And also Sika Anase Kakrebi and Penifwape Ediama Emabuna, Wamuankase Bibi, Wamu Enyuma, Ena Yasanso Edentity Kakra. Atoaso ediama wo mu se de be bo ma adwuma no etimi egina YEA Partners Fisheries Commission military to train youth in fish farming we so ensomunamu yie na Youth Employment Authority wo mo ene empanifo bi aka bomu Fishery Authority na nasa commission na fe military no wo mo train emabu no wo ensomunam so se de be ya wo ko nso no nko diving konkotomu nko wuo na bana headline no Mampedida da John Dramani Mahama wotu fanka adiama NDC amanyoko ni foni eda honum no wapeja nansa se de mahunie we revealed NDC took $51 million to promote LGBTQ programs formally introduced comprehensive sexuality education into national school curriculum from 2012 to 2016 yet blames NPP we so sebe mane ma eda mema tumuntu ne fa wo ho nsam no na ebi mu so ma ye hwehwemu ayi apie se NDC amanyoko ne je million no opepepe adonum ba ko $51 million a wo mo na ede ebo LGBT ho bra nso ma fa chire ede sobo ene kwadu nyina ebo MPP eno kwa na nam so a ema asuafo hyehyeye pono curriculum bi e ba ya na ese a comprehensive sexuality education being hon sensem gay bi ya twotwo be kire nkra no eno ho niema ene bae so still na so bo no mo de bo NPP na Asieduaa no no vacant seats blues Supreme Court decision victory for democracy rule of law majority edom kase ne chese Supreme Court ginesi awasie se enkonwa nan mo mane nampan wabo speaker ne nsamato agu no democracy dodo amamu ne kabi mami kabi ena yema na yeduma mranso so efa ntempe fra Kwesi.
Right. So
which one are you taking the offer?
Let me start with the 51 million. The first person of course asked me in Apo on the campaign platform and raised this concern. In fact, Oba Black Din, my Black Oba out ever challenging Apo. The unfair evidence in say between 2012 and 2016, NDC4 normally promoted LGBT. Now, I mean, between that time and more topical and an Apo. By 2018, 2019, I got a phone national TIA. I am setting in my mind, says, our time, no, and by the end before the man, I didn't see, and not on my young lady between 2012 and 2016. Because that time, we are column them was an Apo's era, and a buyer, who said, what I call more. A month for you trying for number 2 social media, who you are going to for national TIA, and then backfire. It's bad. Prince Sama, one deputy minister for works and houses, is here. No, Naka. If I'm senior, more from 1 or from 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm senior, no. More from 1 or from 3 or school, to be senior, no. It's senior. As my okay, dear. Yes, Rebecca. Say, unfair evidence in branch, say, between 2012 and 2016, no. NDC4. No more promoting LGBT through education. Now back to the Supreme Court, no. My main catcher NDC4. My main catcher Speaker Babi. on dimbaso na canon said common sense should prevail in this matter. I know he disagrees with the Supreme Court, meaning we all know. However, court na shambra in the wisdom of common sense, common sense. Time no so mbeko parliament. Or make sure say NDC for a minority and before a majority. And the can.
Okay. The amen so make fa ho sa 51 million asem. Ya ante ho nsem bebre from 2012 no say the Kwesi ka no. Nemo de yete ho nsem say sa aban dada no ye ne say omo ne America for na ko de sa mofra ye mpanish omo e wo school no.
Exactly.
Emra ntiminim say e hono ma bi na we hye de ya.
They say we gay and copper and two different things.
Na me pa che say free sa nhihye na mu say omo de nyoma na e ba ya never bebre beba near for you know bebre wo kra ye adwuma say but enye de e hihye bebre nti ye nka ho asem thank you for hard no nti omumra no omumechirem ma ye hu na ne ye the document aba na ye de adanse krogen aba say every way free ha kosi ha we na we ye ya obi ntimi na ne blame emfa nto obi so na enkogu nipa kro ni ma say em say eno aho asema na ye betimi kan wa.
All right, abusuama yemfa enkrata ni munsem ni simpacho birthdays wo ho no mo a.
Birthday wo na me wo owu aseda.
Okay.
Na no me menda mampanyi a wanyi 105.
Wow.
Ai owu oyekramuni nti me menda na na yegina so. Eye na yie ase omu sie no na yie na ado ane de no beba ebribi a edi akire. Na bo hyan ni abrepo ho ba bi yesi bribi atwa no te bantama. Praise be opposite wa na watu otuko oboshen na ofiri mu ma omkosie no e wo nebehi ofiri nebehi nti ne ma ene abusu nyina so omodadofo ase omo ebeja momo ne ma ne bi wakwantu omu de boga mu e wo US na so se ne namfo no begina akire e me kata ne ma me achi krakrakrakra bripem no ono abeba fie na waba abeye adoa no nti odamu nyina ase anti na mukọ bo ano
ene madamfo in fact Ona say ye me phone say ya no na say repair.
O phone say ya atomo no.
I say.
O phone say ya atomo no.
Oh, na me phone say na be na see be na skin na for my.
Say ya
number for my
problem. Kwesi pa ka wosi mu apa o phone crack ya na.
Ah, na go ba ka wosi na me say by na.
Sika we. To twene na to Kwesi.
Wo dua bi susu sika wo so.
No ka ye mo.
Twene na to mo no.
E was for me na be ma ba ko pe. Ah, me phone say ya oye mame. Achu vo wase ya duma se ya Achu Johnson Naza the dia no Achu Johnson Naza oye guy pa Achu and I don't pay my happy birthday if I don't friend me say unia and then my birthday na me nim say birthday day of course me come and come ya money
san one na
Achu and I don't pay day of course on your party me na what share party pa my happy birthday, my brother. If I name point,
catch it. You say Mauna Yirausia. Just in Yankupon Shida. Mauna Yirausia.
Oh,
yeah, Mauna Yirau.
Mauna say Yamu,
oh, yeah. Now, crazy. No. Happy birthday, and come Mrs. Emilia Frempon Ado. Honorable Frempon Ado at the Chiman Bunu is to Hokanino no. Mrs. Ura Semen Cancho so do papa Yankupu Shirao. Na o mau and Quatintia who din a woman. We did the Mame Frempon Ma Crunchy MFK for short. Ghana to say etwaso.
Abusuafo ya mamu nyina chi mama kwa babio ebre duru say ye de Ghana te sen ebre mo nene ye wa santimentami mu ye ko offenso abofo krobi de camp 31 e wo offenso south municipality mu omanfo no kire se enko yie eno ma enko yie kwa schools and the trees here yenim senka ye yini nyina de free system no mu no say bi da so a ewom a edi mofra enya na abofo camp 31 ekuro no mofra no kyerɛ sɛ nanse ane nsuo toto yi sei yɛnkɔ school nsuo no fiase wɔ fie wontimi nkɔ ɛna mokɔkora kɔtena dua no ase na nsuo no muna no fiase atigu a teacher pɛ baabi afa nti ɛwɔ de suafoɔ nyinaa ɛnso ɛpɛ baabi fa na yɛnsɛm training Dominic Dut akɔhɔ na amane a wɔde free Cam 31 aba ani
keka ho awerɛhosɛm ne sɛ timamufoɔ a ɛwɔ nkuro yi soɔ no wɔ brɛ paa wɔnyɛ akwadwofoɔ wɔne brɛ adwuma nanso so aka ho aka deɛ seesiei wɔnom dadwen paa ɛne nsamso a wɔde wɔn mfudeɛ ɛbɛfa so abɛdwa so abɛtɔn anya sika ebio ɛnam saa nsamso yi nti wɔn nnwuma kɔ ayɛ den wɔbɔ bena ɛto ayi nam Oyerepa nsɛm twerɛni Dominic Dut ɛkɔ okronim ɛkɔhwɛ ɔmanfo asetena ɛne mu nsɛm oduru hɔ no edi ho adanse pefee sɛ ɔmanfo wɔ brɛ paa titiru ɛba ɛhyɛn akɔ neabadie ho a ɛsan sɛ wɔn nsamso no ɛnyɛ papa Bribia etumisi ebrebia
braye bre wo bridge so amanfo moto ne abobo ya toss amena we mu no ebi kura beto nko ya wu enya ize me amakura ba akodan be no hye bre ansa na ya twene ye de abo ya mensa na twene pie we di ahomabo ne ya twene pie na dom so gina mu pia nyame amfa fie anka wokoto me ko mabu ya ka we nyame amedio eno ba ya medo no ne kwa nye on ti amebre saa ye bre enwaba de ye obi pa eno ma efa ekwan so de enye bete banche bayire koko bodie bibia nam senti abobo ya nko na ekoba ka ke send o ma de a stop amaye bre saa ntesemo ekwan de momaye emaye esemo a enimanu ya yesemo emperifo Ghana ban esemo ni de kwa so de nyame di mpamchew na mutim nya ekwan na maye
ko hwa ekwan eboy yi pa cause ehemfu wo na anya izi eduru eya makede a edu ya wadase a ehwa na twene masa de ba abofodum abofodum so ye eyi pa edwakase nti ehwa na twene ma ba bet ekwan yi ya kan wasema ama mekwa no tu na mo ama last MC aba mpemi no abehwe MC ba behwe ko eno ano onsi ebim na MC no kra no na fosu da ho a wo ye fu kese pa o enso still now ye hu de on beso mo ye o ma hwe kwan no kwa no mso ye ko ye ba na o ma hyemrete wa bi o mo kon so eno ano na o ma yi o mani nti ama ye bre pa na nsi abreje abu be mpem yensani ebu aye aboyafo na ene ye boabo ho ne be wo ye gusu endu ye ohu aboyafo ya ne peti camp aja ufiri ho na oba nsuwe pa chao anamo a yetu afa brege ho de yetu anamo bebre nanso abepem saamre enya ahomuaye nti yebesere mpanumfo a mo wo fen sukrom DC ene onabo mpanumfo a omaka wo se ombaboaye ema ye brege etimi eyeye peyeye a enkurasefo ba ana nkuro nketu a wo ekwan so omo de bode eniema ya twene wo ya kwan so de kwa abofo dwom ene kokwa a wo kwan so no enya eniema ketua nti yesere wo mo sempenfo a mo ka bia eyeye no omo ntwa omani mahwe camp
adwisi e piska kranso ade ahwe ye ma enzo obaduru bia na nsuo no ya sa san entumi nya adwuma enzo ye akua adwuma ho koko ana eburo esaye ntos ese kwanzo se ya che ese etumi nwan akofa kofodia forest ansani akwa akosi efom ho obaba na ade asa wontumi nya adwuma ti esremo amomo aye na munya kwan maye
ye bridge a every camp abado bihe ahona ye namo ayede ye di niama ediko abofo ekoye ekoton ye niama na ye bridge na abu bridge bu ya nyanne se dia aka no se aban entime mmoa aban panifo entime ambabua ye bridge ne ye kwan ya niama entime mba koko na ye di kwa ebetuto nsuom a ye ade akoto poposi bridge na entime ya kan soja
da so ye bridge no afa ye ko ban mu a omo ba mu moya bridge ni bu ye be mfe be miensani se de bridge na bubu ama ye ntimi ye hwe koko omo ni free hoba ye ntimi famba adua no susu a ye ntimi nyare emfamba Woma nipa school for Quran to me yere. Emba school. They say say aban omumboa. Nimpani for mo nimdie. Ometima boa ma aban yere. Boboa ma yetima ye. Na omudi omobo for ye so abayama ya. Yesere omo so omoboa ya. Yesa ye wo ahuchirim.
Timamufuo bi etoa amanebɔ no so no. Wɔde tudwa sɛ sansamso a yani hunu ya wonnuanom aka wakosam dada no. Ɛhɔ a ɛne duru abato a mpanyimfoɔ ɛfa na wɔde deɛ ɛfrɛ ne ballot box no ebi kɔ nkura a atwa camp 31 ho ahyia. Enkosi sɛ ɔbɛba bɛyɛ sansamso no. Afi ɔto aba a enye.
When more moving through the job, and more Kurana, also on Baby Didra. So I'm a best one, I'm a bit of a song. A quine, I say, oh, may I then over see how to do that. Quine, I say, quine Ben on the first one, on the Akua Asieduaa, on the first one at the ballot box, like to me at all. They say, I buy any day, I buy no, on the same. One machine, yesterday, one machine, they are bread. Quite am a fast di ballot box on a crack or crown. Quite we answer on the befa. Into a moment. I know my muti a quite a jahaka crown, the AM penny for any ballot box no be quiet, gives them quite so and a debeco. Until there's a quano so, or may a mobile multi fan for some ballot box and fanco. And okay, you see, I say, a bedroom no money, a quana, no branch, no vote. Opinion, well, yes, sir. One day and some training Dominic Dutch. Ebe bon komono o ma abakosem e kire mu se ewo mu se wansam soei ede wonya afritete nanka wo gidie ene awrehye mu se sabre die kanema beye ya ma wonom nanso so wonom assembly member watwa mu ena di wonom awu kase pa enema ebesi ni so a na wose wode ebo nsamso no ho bra no ewi ase wose wode abobosia ama ne nua ene metadis asore Abatu ye ya de pa e wo ho. Frise ye pe o man no nkosuo. Me mo man nkosuo ye pe no ye nam kwan su ansa na ye de. E ba be ye adwuma e de bo o man no. Ba ye mfie miensa na se mfie na etwam no. Na ordinable oboyima asensu oboyima. Ene wo aban mu. Aba ayini abubu first no. O ma di communal labor. Esisa abo akasi adi ensa sisai e ma bobo ya for sisa nyia de. E de bagu ansuo no. E ma ye bridge ni kama. Nansi ai insho akasi esa toy no. Esa ma bridge ni de SI. Anam se ye to aba boy ma antimi anwe ni ntinu. Wantimi antoa so. Enti koku owusu. Ene ya assembly ma be 4 years na atwam no. Abai my cement bag aduasa. Iron rods half ton. Say omra be bridge no. Enam say ohun say abatu tamadu onu mu say obalusu no. Akwa no wantimi ma abaye. Cement ne boss wo wan fama ye. Wo ka kire ye say wonua akosi edu a wonya ne ba bi ekro no. Wo di cement ne de ebo na busia say wo ye ne dan bi. Na methodist for so ye de e si omo dan bi aso di dan to di iron rods no so e de abo o ma busia. Enti committee for ni camp for ahia e ma ye born so ano se frɛ no cement no wo di bag se me edu mienu no di bag iron rods no krokra wan fa ne de afa ma ye ka se ye njai wo di beba ye ka se wo di beba wo si koko anasa abatu time no ana mo di sa no ma ne de ma no nti di sa abatu time ne de dru ansa ya to ba wini be pim sabre ya boss se ehun se no ma na aban edi ma no no wo di aye onu no fi ajapade nti ye sre DC a o isipa assembly so omboaye penifo a omusa ewo bi anye sa ye ni a wodu bihwe no ye huna mani mabuna ewo ankase do bihwe camp 31 ede wakosem atudwa ekire mu se adwuma ho odin ema wonom bio wawofo eni da wonom so nanso so okowani ma enko wachi nso saa se ogina fa akoani eba adwuma eni mpuntuo nsem a kuadwuma no woye enema boa ye den sesei ubehunu babunu o mpatemo ho a akoya tutrasem anase krono esu ene wodan na die enema adwuma wonya emfa wonsa nyenti
aban no ba so 2016 okay say one district one factory na yen offensive area ha si ne yanya mu ba kokora nti ama adwuma semu ne abrabomu na ye de ama ye pa ama tutu asem ne krono boni no ma na ahye enso na ese so aban ne say nka one district one factory nke esi benya buo ye district asi na sa tutu asem ne sa no mani na akofo mamaye dodo na ho na e kase kan na ade be san ye
ese no ye papa mo madu afo bebre e wo ho nso se sika na omro kwoto aduro di aba no ayedin ese ne ye bre ese ye nenam ye ni djuma bia di ye sora ho ma che tete wasa ye ni djuma bia ye maamo ne papa mo se ye so no mani da so se da che ye be ye mpeyifo bi ne atima bo mo abofo kampa ye tie ye youth ni de ye ni bibia ye sore ye nenam sa na ade asane yakoda
ade ba ko a timamufo eha wonom pa wuyi wa kwan ene mabunu adwuma wonya nya firi hɔ a eye suku dobi hwede wo se kane no wonya ba ko bi wo hɔ na nso so agiagu ama wonom a efiri dobi hwɛ nyina aba suku ewo camp 31 onya suku ni bi wo hɔ a nka beboa ama na temofra ne house wo beduru camp 31 suku no mu a awreho esanse osua de ewo dwiase bebia obeye won ho yie eho aden akyerɛkyerɛfo tena bia de yen kampo amadesua ene adekyerɛ enya akonokra school boys prefect ene Dominic Dut ebonkomo
adia nya sempre from moy how you school mo an say in school dan the classroom any dua yase na etna insuto a yapon yabo gidegida nso yapon ekimiti na apana o fi bian so tie guso ini wina tisya asre for say moy for so moy insuto a say class 3 mi sapena wa wana osi ekujina mo ebi asana yako ntumi biare say about school kra so ni to yemma ne yapon enam sa yako bisia amo mtwere wa kra ofensu mu nyina enu mu nyina twa papa ba esa ntumi ntwere niye tiesre nko so maboai
yensem twere ni Dominic Dut eye se o free school no mu no en school girls prefect so na panchi e ka kire ne se owura me so me wa asem ka ma menkasa na mpanyin ene ani ntini entemenka
me hawa mpesa me de tuma ni se in school dan se be fia de a eblepa senso ta agie kofi oye boso e be twen dua na ni nesi but also na wo na mo na omutiti bi school ti yesem se mo me aban pemi fo me mo na mo kire
odisuani ba konsoso edan ehawa adesuafo no ekom eba no abefo ntentanfidie no so adesua mu a
ICT sua din power because yenya ebesua pa so na kadie na ebesua ya na ho ya de ama na se ye ya no klase ebesua dama ebesua na awia ta na sa awia shefa edusua ngwa usua ntimi enko ye kram class no so kwa sa at class kwan no kwa ben se kasi twama ni agya ko no se sa edusua no kwa enkoso mai ICT no so ande esram pa sa kambanya mba boya ni ya ehia computers any light so na light ni sa ni na boya
owura Bukari Muhammad eya assistant headmaster edema camp 31 school no wo kire niema emma desua ene ade kire enya akono wo se emfie numni ena wo ba ho mfitiase no na nka homeka kakra mpo wom sesei de agensam
ayo challenges we play in school now Jesus the ba han be 5 years Jesus ye ne ya patase ana ensu ebebu na from ebebu apatai efiri ho nyina ye nya ba bia ye be kirade ti duase ene ye tie free be 5 good years ni head teacher actual letters at the co district office actually ta koma director actually ta koma SMC na ye tie free be kumne director eba woni MP se ama MP che bose obla be si school dan amaye but ye hwe ni mo onyanye de ema anti challenges ay wo school dan so he premier class 1 class 2 eti dan ba ku class 3 class 4 eti dan ba ku KG1 KG2 eti dan ba ku nti se research teacher ni kira de class 3 teacher kira na class 4 teacher kira the same board jaba sana akwala no onim ba bia wojina nti ya ma adofofo senko umumra meboaye na yentiminya school dan afama competent one and so still yenya amwa entry baby ya
Owura Bukari ewie ya pe ene yensem training Dominic Dut ebusa ne se mo staff common room ewo hen na ne tebia etesen
so we staff common room a wo school ha Jesus ya kreti ebiase ana primary yeso yewo edan etim na dan no skura na mi ka se clarky enti senso to kura na yenye ba bi nyede entina enti ebiase a biase as Jesus for etu we see eho ana staff common room enti yesre odofo se omumeboaye se nkwara no kura na ye benka kwam se kai twemu a anase se especially sa campaign so mu twom na se mu bo nyum se pe bo se na nkwala ni nyina peja omuti na se teacher nyina wo kira de no kura na emwa nti yesre se mu meboaye na mu si school dan ma ye nanka yenya staff common room na tambia no na teacher so anya ba bia tena yuru na se ye ba yenya ba bi mi so ye nia nkasa ana ye pe block kakre bi ana yeja ye si babi kakra yenya teacher na timinya babi heden ejunso ene nkwala no enti yuru na nyina ye ni bi
se wuyi se amofrei ebeba suku a wonya dan entinem na wote duase awie ebo a otwa dua ne ho nyina hia esanse wo panwunu matena no firi ho a ba konso so ene wa kwan assistant headmaster ede srede eto mpanyin ene wona wonsem ewo bianim se o mekọ wono mmoa
so hwe nkwala na mo free village eba no o mo kuri gini na enye enti senso to si ya akwala wo ma because obetima ba na aja enso aba be fa na edi asam kasi amaye saa nso so na enso to e wo hanuma na se nkwala na ikufia ana se enso ni to aitimi ye ema wo mu eden etna se che ansana nkwala na tinya ko because bridge no enye ntado fo me ekwan ana hwe bridge no enso so maye
enam akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ anigyie a wɔde kyerɛ adeɛ ne nti ewo mu sɛ amofra no etebia ene akade a ɛwɔ se wonya no enwie pɛ yɛ deɛ ɛba de sua ene ade kyerɛ mu a nanso so wɔne gye sukuu kɔ ho paa Owura Bukari kyerɛ mu sɛ eno ene na nigisem ɛhyɛ wɔne akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ nkaye no nkran na wɔgidi sɛ senkonya ɛdan ene ade sua ho akadeɛ ɛwɔ camp 31 a nkɛba ofen so south mansin mu a kasuku bia entumi wɔnom na wɔgidi sɛ obenya aboafoɔ ama de sua ene ne kyerɛ asipi asita
enkwala no so de utumi se me ba ha me ni agipa enkwala no by 6 o'clock na enkwala no school enkwala no school pa e be far away villages ana eba nam se mbodi mbo a ye teachers no ye boy hu mbodi ntino e man enkwala no so ba school ntampa se ka se ye compare emu a omuso mo school dan a emu ben ye te se kofo duane abofo a to be frank nanka yo school dan ya meje de sen ka ye school ni de nanka obia be we sama ama ye say yes teachers no ya de teachers ya wa hanso de emu ya de pa obia ba school ba 7 o'clock no obia wo school je sero enkwala no school bo ba ne de ye ma ye pa enkwala no school ba ye ma ye enam se teachers me boy hum bo tinti enya sa nka o ma jai kura ko other schools no anso mre bia no ye boy hum bo tinti ama enkwala na hu se ebiase kura na aja mba be pegisa
dobihwe eye kuro ba ko a ya bodin ne timamufoɔ wɔnom kwanye adesuafoɔ ho kyere wɔnom akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ene nye enam adesua ene adekyerɛ ho akade enti wɔn paye ne sɛ anka ɔman mu mpanyimfoɔ ene wɔnom a wɔn nsɛm wɔ bie aba bɛkyerɛ dɔ akyerɛ wɔnom na anka wɔn hwɛ ensunsuanso pa obenya de aboa ɔman mpuntuo abusua yenyina ekuro yi din so na yɛnkyerɛ dɔ enkyerɛ kam 31 foɔ na yɛnhwɛ ne nsunsuanso nnaseɛ enkɔma yɛnsɛm training Dominic Dut a ɔtonkra efiri ofen so ene ne mpatamu edema Oyerepa TV yegidie ne sɛ mpanyimfo a ɛyɛ wasɛdeɛ sɛ otu wɔnom haw yi ho anamɔ no sɛ wɔda so a sankaibɔ yi ebenwane wɔnom so a wɔnsɛm wɔ bie yesi so bio sɛ yadesrɛ ɛna ɔmanfo yi srɛ mɔmɔ yɛnkɔ wɔnom mmoae na ɛmatimamufoɔ ɛne nye ɛba ne saa ɛbɛboa ɔman puntuo na ɛbɛboa
ebusuafo aban we ayebi wasi suku adan we yi akwan nanso enye baabia ne bi aduro mpanin so sesebe se u twa nkofie na enhia ya yenyae enye ya home eno ntie besere aban ofin so anu ha yi abofo ha ya ena de yehu ye efire untwa nani enkohwe na onye bibi emfama omanfo no medin de Kwesi Asieduaa medemosia me sorry ama health and lifestyle abeto so me mamu nyina ache Christ asomwie nka mu nyina
Mom, let's buy items with Obasima logo.
Where and how did you know Obasima logo?
I watched it on TV. The Obasima logo represents foods that contain 18 essential vitamins and minerals, which the body needs to stay active and nourished all day long. These essential vitamins and minerals help the formation and maintenance of strong bones, prevent anemia, especially in pregnant women and adolescent girls, and helps boost the immune system to withstand all diseases.
Wow, what an intelligent child.
So, Akosia, what are these 18 essential vitamins and minerals?
They are vitamin A, B1, B2, B6, B12, C, K, D, E, folic acid, calcium, copper, iodine, iron, magnesium, selenium, and zinc.
This is the Obasima logo. We have lots of food products with the Obasima logo on the shelf.
Now that I know, Obasima logo will always be my shopping guide. Food with Obasima logo contains 18 essential vitamins and minerals needed for the body to stay active and strong. Choose Obasima. Stay healthy, stay strong, and live happily. This advert is FDA.
Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV. That makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa.
Ene eye ukuada mam nyina chimidi e de PSC lady ya the health and lifestyle ebro na happy birthday to Gladys Opoku. We are nurse ewo Suboy Chips Compound Techiment. Happy birthday to you and afi John Amoa SBC officer ACF you know mo bidin komo ene anopay and afi Gordon Sechi deputy regional nutrition officer oka ho ebi enti ho asam no be kasa afi adidie ho teach fruits and vegetables atoso de any fruit and want some near become for so a woman said a medical can Gordon Sechi deputy regional nutrition officer and John Amo where SBCC officer ACHF you did you here you said na did any dinti ebi ewu you malnourished you wish to do wako fire abrani peduano na mwato na nana monsiero nti kwan ya befa so a ye be didi ho nkomo nti ye kwa akotwetwe nkomo no a good morning ye mama kwa banso so aha me just say fruit Johnson ye be types of fruits and vegetables ye wo
okay medical area we chef one na master chef previously you buy bedin komo fa BBFN 4-star diet the 4-star diet no ninchiche mu no ba ko ye vegetables and fruit fruit na ende ya buy per se ye fa eno nkwan na ye hwe okay sene ebeboa ye honam ni ya de na say ye ka say fruit and vegetables ninchiche mu a ye beti ende ye beka sa ninchiche mu a e fa omo colors no fruit bia wo fruit and vegetables no omo na wo colors a ye dey go pure mo and the master say free dia omo ye green the share fruit and vegetable be to contombre ni green pepper ni ade omo ye green so green vegetables ni fruit no omo wo nnuanumuro bi a ye frɛ no vitamin A ebi wom vitamin E so bi wom vitamin C na afi so iron ewom omo so so omo san so fiber nkakankra bi wo emu na ye ko de toson so e wo de omo ye red bi tomatoes ne mako ni adade de omo ye red no omo so nnuanumuro a edi akotene wo mpaaye dan no be fene lycopene na wo sa nduane no afi so vitamin C so ewom kakra na ye san so ewo omo ye orange ni yellow nso no kakra na say anka ni popo ni sa omo ye yellow ni kakra nso omo so wo vitamin C omo so wo vitamin A
ogba ka ho na ogba
okay baba munya akaho and I omo so say white for no e be garlic onion and jenny any garlic and ginger money idea no mo so another group mo so nyandu ewu mu be potassium mo so san so fiber kakra ewu and last group of make am say mo my say blue ne purple no blue ne purple sa range no and a black ne ade
nyandu kakra bi no
nyandu kakra garden blue one omo so omo ndianu no omo kwa omo antioxidants omo san so vitamin C and omo san so BBF and anthracene and so okay no me sa ntichemu a that these 5 no groups na and as a colors na
and the types of vegetables and fruit. Okay, you have benefits. Some of the benefits you got for when you are see our fruit and vegetable how do I free bill free crab but you dear you ben for Sonia holding in your free
yo ene medawase pi na mafa akonye we so achia atifo de ahwefo say we nya bre na say wase won bre na utie in fact your fruits and vegetables are e fa so de bebre na yene okasa pra okan bi o make okan asem bi say yo ade bi e friend antioxidants we pese me chichim kakra say ye nuane ye di any most of the times I know you be some fizzy drinks ne other foods be so any I know you do am I the name be equemu I friends say free radicals so free radicals no ne e cause harm bebre bit is a cancer ne other conditions be sir it is a basa no e so di nuane bi a ebe boyi sa free radicals na eden e free hunamu nti fa so de ba kwa e ne say udi fruits and vegetables na act as what antioxidants
and no one any ko repedu no be cause oxidation
yes e betimi cause oxidation yes
and when you minus oxidation
na jini na eden every one and na okasa no can red foods like ebia tomatoes and watermelon ni tomatoes and as a colored foods like that are like red I say red bisa no and then jumedia edipa ne say a boy these cancers near the if you because over kayo cancer be say lycopene so lycopene no e was me anenum no e bot me here den e free honum enti we risk of getting it say the ebe man bo nya ne tentem no e sote enti say tai this me anenu bia e boa pa e dey biu your green vegetables be say kontomire say eniema e wo ye hanum any adi bia e green leaf no need those kind of things e green no e boost immune system no ema wo mpomu ye den eye den ema otimi kutia nyarewa bebre nti eno so ne fa e wo ho no ti se itimi di self fruits bi no sa eno so ebinya sa mfaso de no na ya ye almighty garlic ne onion no seso no eno so wo
na wo kan green ones no kwanso so nyina so boa
so ye den eboa ema immune system no so ye den eye strong nti sa nnuane no bia no ba ya na mpempi no ye hwe the level of eating and yes we didn't be brave but in moderation you can say moderation as a say we didn't ho say be ya beboa ma honam na atimi aye se de ese ebro so a ema o yare ba shaso na se woni bi kura so a eno so intimi nye adwuma no na garlic america ho asem no so ye ade bi a garlic ne jene nom seso no eno so boa ya nka se honam mpempi di garlic kura na ya na wonte enya sa running nose kata no ne na sefo no if you say wo dwumadi bi a edi wo sa enema no ho nti say utadi sa garlic no bi eboa na afi so no so ye adwuma sa say antioxidants no ba say e kan purple like fruits so what's the idea and a white like type bisa and so the dwumadi edi no na eboa lower blood pressure nti yenma sometimes obeti you see me to ho no ma obeti esi wetu ahwe but say udi sa nuane no bi no a eboa ema moja na na say ndroben no pempi ya ka say ntini emu den intensity ti eclass ane na akoma na timi aboyi apompe blood nako ba say emu si a e ba sa na akoma no ntimi ye den empompe a ebre to be na akoma na yemre na honam no so ayeden ayemre because moja ntimi nko the body parts of the other parts of the body to say how so yes say how no so timi yeden eba and another important one make etwa to ye citrus fruits bit say anka lemon tangerine
tangalise
yes okay tangalise this time ya no so eboye pa if you say the jumadi edi pa ne say it will be a friend say vitamin C na jumadi edi ne say eboa immune system no man is strong if you say obi o a bi akuro nkitinkiti bi wo ye honam a wankasa wonfo wani hu
okay
e na wankasa so kwakura ba sa vitamin C no anase sa citrus fruits no eboa ma etimi eden ehili intem even sometimes we go malaria so that we no kura no dia eboa because it boosts immune system no e ma etimi eden eboa ma nipa no timi didi kama afi so eboa in bones health say bia dompe mu eden etimi san so eden refile bones no ma etimi eden nti fa so de bebre e wo sa ade we aye ka ho no nti nyankopon ni nyansa mu no obo
me ya mo twem so ma mra unu ma sikoto esikoto
visa
no ya tubo otirima wa fadi wa ya ni etirita esikoto mi di
visa ankara na so for
ada ko nkoto
okay the color is nti ebeti align so
the color no and the
beti align aka say bia we na dwumadi edi ni betimi dey try
no minim chemical reaction we be anyway nkitinkiti bi opa de odidi ayi kra de pa
enti se ade e be sre ne se enti na make say nyankopon nyansa mu no obo enuane according to seasons so what's the dia eya na season bia wo de eya etaba pa betimi si enso be se na enuane bia eden aba fruits bi aba na che se ehia se e wo se yedi sa fruits no ba ye ni ne mrano it is ebia any bebre like different make different types varieties it is ebia anka na akwakofa ebia kodu afa wenum ade afra the different colors no obetimi anya in a day no wadi account akwa wedi mu a no say obuboso no okay say color bia wo de ema enti across the day so when fruits and vegetables no dey be aye den eyema enti say color we ma vitamin C ha color we betumi ama potassium color we betumi ama to di sa across the day no na say umpomo ye den eye din na eye adwuma no ama enti mestre say di yankopon ahyehya ato ho no mema ye nye den ense no na emu yeni according to said dia eden ese nef
more than the so be share because always I hope ka ko de bia me kan dia bobo de so yes ma ko to fruit o say am quantity o de mi chiri you shall am quantity sa anti e den say yanyini no e be say ya di fruit aka aduane ho e was a typical Ghanaian food o ba ko se fuo kura no ayi shall bu akaka da yom say run about na da yom na ko to bi tua so say India point no fruit no vegetable ye nko akwa ye numbi enti enese no e den but e be ye na boy okay
ye momodi
na ye momodi enti John, some of the challenges.
Okay.
How many eating fruits and vegetables? Yes, and yet easy, but
and yet easy, but you want to say challenges of women say more omunim to say and there I bear my brother at church and some say Sisiano obi why aware you educating into the Sisiano all those a big pa only sika kesi big pana or bet try say or kako tobi
only sika kesi but then fruit boarding
a board
and no can say me to be 40 cities
and also say another challenge cranka no boarding papa and then even with the vegetables and with the organic ones now we call tech near the greenhouse near we call the okotobia wa we do we say price no the bema any be better just now fertilizers organic inorganic way ne boy different so into cost no so a challenge in the time to see akwa WFP and Alpha Communication ya started say your co schools are ya chiran kora no say no musi dua nyoma nti ya wia na ya mom seeds nibi sisi ase wo ko fe ya se ne busomtwe ase be 8 ona asokoro pom be me nibi so omo dua vegetables na be in the organic way say be ya omo aso benya bi na e be ko feed omo e be school feeding omo dey supporting to omo hu sa ne ye na school na so betimi ase abana ya bo omo no mai omo scale na aboa omani na
okay nti obia backyard omo advice say no so beboa
no so beboa
o feature o garden kakra yes menti ho nyina
na uko sunyani na ofie me school won kaka uko efie bia mu a bekona bibia e fruit bi mango na esi ho na de efie bia bi anya
but then sadia no kromu no so ya ba pere ban hwan na yina ye wewro mu obi a pese ne fie eye towel no so okay yeah kwa menu ason so Godwin what are your recommendations dear how kajato na yako
in fact I made the pass in eco raise issue of say eco abwantin try say be gardening and then na ka say obi ho no ma o wasa say about 4 plots of land 4 plots of land no over the aye na watwa bi nsusu a opese eno nko adua na like grasses and then nnua bi no mo ho no ma enye beneficial to our health though is beneficial in terms of said the brief there but said the air kwa everyday mu no ye hwa e betimi enya nnua ni bi fruits binom are beneficial like ebia orange but we be one of the plots of the land sometimes so betimi adua vegetables here eken ebia gardeners be contomre bi na o pot no kra bi o say sika or be kwakoto pot but tin tomatoes are be tugu ma cause harm to the environment no ye hwa e betimi ayusu tim tomatoes bi na penalty bia ye den agum na the tomatoes esiso ye betimi aka say oh emofra ya omo he memma mo ye 3 ma cha mamo ebia abofra odie bia na chaba odie si enti eba guso every day me hwa de ne de be den ebe eno kwa wo kire mofra no se de esi ye na ofie enti I will recommend say ene ya ye koi yen try say betimi edisa na ma no bi aye na yanko market anko yese ekoto ama ne bo no abroso amayen me gidi say nyina ye wo sa na ma no a omo moto no market kra be say de kra say omo nto enti so be den ebeba from amayen enti ye ko de na recommendation am de be man say ye nhwe na ebetimi aye gardening e wo ye mfichiri that's
pa ye brand one so na me o pasting kese a me say no so e how miani a chemicals wo mu challenges are even because them nipa bibiri so mbako akodu we na aba no because we have to confront meko na to fo pa meko anko so I ko to mabu no aye kakraka is a wudi aku ni ga yiko oko aka ko fidi wo anka man ko tuaka o de ka be fie e won so ya mo hwe ho maye na ye fanya topic na ye discuss ye da se mobile ene anopai yankopon Ushamupa, God on bless him. Okay. Your name John Amoa or your SBCC officer, ACHF, and a God in Sechi. Deputy Regional Nutrition Officer Nedi Enkomo FIDDA Ehono. Now happy birthday to Gladys Opoku, we a nurse, ewo Esuboy Chips Compound, Techimentia, Nyagopo Eshrao. Kwesi Parker Wilson in Azoa, or neighbor. Or the OBT agenda, the Moshe in a disafi. We didn't add the PSC lad, me a change over. Me move over Kwesi Parker Wilson take over, no the more across over national. So say, aha, election, one semina, no, aha. And I had a bro showing in a radio TV so Tiama or Fidiano and of course election failed Promise Broadcasting Limited yet BBI bro till 7th December no yet seminar ever bro kama yabarika yaka jamalo la pena mi yakatata ni fijiam ni wala down to posi zo to posi amfate posi pam send tunde obrigado openo mochumi aisabu waresi mungode big up still fi al militant in the world Ghana. Encantadios, adios, Ibishia.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy.
Pechi Bremoni, Sechimate Biaba Hua, Ekofa or Hawa Kesia Kesieba, Sessi Yadie, Otwa Se Chon, Nama Wonsano, and Unasi Otiti, Ekofa Yadia, friend Siatica, Ebro, and two Sissi Yawa, Obenumadro, Nansu Yadia Nebesa Babu, Medofo, Sa or how you will be Waswa, or last stop a UK Spine Clinic. 1 year wako wenya Yarisano Chese, and ya drawing your operation, Nemo or Bayer adjustment, Amachi Bramono says Sisu ye, Sessi Yadia Mobu. Ama umema yoko from kra. Aho tobeba. Amwe jina unasubio. 1 year when accident penya. Wati yawa hudwo woni peduani mu. Kochodwemu yawo. Scoliosis. Spondylosis. Stroke ya die. Enkwada wa chiribremu achia. 1 year okokata so wonti minna. Migraine. Anase utita high woman broso. 1 year wonko ya wanya. Anokwa doctor nimde. Nuasua chiribremu hu nwoma kwa chiri. Enti yade bia fa chiribremu ni nkasemu die. Doctor betinete. Se bane chiribremo eni kasemu yade dia enwan UK Spine Clinic. UK Spine Clinic ewo adiamra oben Big Panther Sax Health Care chenwa anafre 0241325252 and 0206689468 UK Spine Clinic obe sikekra why yes Sophie.
Mama skincare and cosmetics asaba maso ye bio samoto mama monka dia se ba honampa honam sadi body soko body no ebe kasa dia na je say mama mo skincare and cosmetics honam no na so be age aboso pimples dark spots kocha unsechi na yetuntum ohima ehwe babia se mama mo skincare and cosmetics aha na wo ba ye be scan ama wo skin no ahe basa ne nyina etimi afa na ntomapa e de afra ye qualified esthetician e non-surgical itu ba ye be assess ma wo tun ketenkete no etimi apuli enya nam ye be twe fat ne nyina fi wo sre ene osisi achi e de wu to no na oto no so etimi ayi no kama ye wo Kumasi mall no opposite ye Cheza's Hotel first floor Accra so ye wo East Legon number 3 Boundary Road uku weja SCC Kaswa Finance so a ye wo on the Malam Kaswa Highway no so SCC Junction se ba honampa body soko body the talk ya jimu number 1.
My new girl is coming over today and I have to give her a treat of my life.
Hi. Hey. Hey, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine.
I got you a paint. This is easy waterproof paint, the best ever solution for all
so bebumwa okay ebusafo we there yamama kwa babiem at the bam Oyerepa TV so you do your OBT agenda, that is Oyerepa breakfast time agenda na yedi asidaba ma equia and the PSA for Ghana to say and the health and lifestyle segment on the show within at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. I mean guys I don't pay nam Supreme Court issues na yene the deputy minority whip Ebekasa Ahmed Ibrahim. Let me say due to one or two things something find the corner we'll still try and see if we can get him to speak on it. But more special guest in the studio and when him say election say back we have about 24 days to a major election December 7. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the John Bahama Omuno the 2-horse race in this election. Why any when the Pimni Kakacham say Bawumia and Raw call for you no declare say Ghana for Mumpo is the next president of the Republic of Ghana. And he gave reasons. So my free SHS or my 1D1F any other day it's and the Bebua. And a Mahama so no wa Monday no. Na Monday na or wahano. Okay, can't send me in fact I said in catch so I can't send me about free SHS. And I'll pay will try and interrogate the claims of John Dramani Mahama and then NDC for Nsembe no more camp. Na mamem kwa homano so quickly na fei many Professor Kwesi Opokwamanka or your former Director General at the Ghana Education Service or ahomano so. Prof, good morning.
Morning, Saka.
Me pacho bidia wako there.
Bidia wako na monso e.
Yamya dom prof ya hoye pa. Won kana me ti ya che ba me so after interview there. Me for na edi nkomo.
Aye.
Right.
Yeah, so I feel na me so omo yo mo tos na feel na yeah so ye to type ba me achi no. Me e ko radio so me TV so ne ade no. Last day 2 weeks ya ke I feel na me bi dua sentiment ntimi dua the baby Oyerepa de me ntimi nya mo.
Mate prof ya that's it there. We dey go buy be show him our studio ha.
Mate.
Right. Now prof on the page here there are a few concerns you have about the John Mahama's claims over double track system. No, I said in Katia Kasa, John Mahama Kasa. They're making the point that well, free SHS no, I'm maintaining the idea. Nice so say, I'm before Mumpo. So, I'm winning election on Mbabe more. I'm trying double tracking him. Is there something saying about because I saw Monkaboni?
You Monkaboni pa. Me too. With chief on what I put na. Omo kasa omo company pa ebi ntina American say yo omo pese omo ka omo ntumi enka na se omo betwa free SHS no de omo ni so omo kape Ghana for eni omo eni yi enti omo akote double track eti e na omo se omo betwa double track ni mo free SHS de wutwam utwa double track this is why I'm friend double track your friend of transitional calendar.
True.
What can free SHS man?
I also would try double track in the man. What can free SHS?
What can free SHS?
No, Guno.
When you try double track no more, free SHS be any hobby.
How?
Into the momentum when I'm in trouble.
Donkey, a profit you.
If it's 2008, Nanado, any Bawumia, Omoka, almost the double, almost the free SHS banner. I did teach one is your name, say, but the free SHS not back. Na Ama enquire, do your pine up to school, yes,
Sabe Pepe.
Aha, into not of the mom access. Any business of mom go school free grandpa, and let's say school, no, I do not say quality access. And yes, your mouth access, I can hear the name of the come one. Emma Mododo no amo connect to Modoso ntino your friend is saying ama additional performance na bibisa 2017 na mi tabe bring ni say okay no mi so de koto aba obaye na yi anapo na de tu na ni nkona ko hwim e beti ya na ye ntumi nye oho na we anapo so ko team oni omo ye bobo hu aya na ebi se ma no ye ntwa kakra ebi se nye se bi e kika ni na abom no na chese million na pujina tade ni betmi aye o de call cabinet na cabinet tene ye no me se kona kwe na president now so ye eni efiase pe na Ghana for any bomb so no me te ade no se o kan obe ya mpa Inti first one, nipa na ye fa no mo do so no mo no so be ta. E ko du second one na ye fa ko fa 2018 no. Na akoye mohumi no. Nipa ye fa idi ka ba ye fa na akoye mohumi no. Na se enkwara be 181,993. Na akoba ne se ye kasi ye fa ne se ye fa enkan no anu a. Sankwara no omu nko school ni bi enti na ne na chese akoye sa na chese na ne ba omi ade omu kan ye no akoye Kwesi konsuno jankwantia to ba fa ne se de bia obi afa ni bi no ama free bia ene na access na so be mani pa dodo no e ko ne se enye yi enti na etese yes also when we have to wear our thinking cap
right
yes I dream ye research wa ha ye say wa ha ye say wa ni hu se o ade kwa ba bi be America including America kwa no omo tumi ye mo friend no multi track and all year round school a say afimu ni na no nkwara no omo se no ti kono trimester omo kono trimester no aye cha afimu biensa no omo kono otu se omo ko school a omo kono ba busumi nim ati so a busumi ntia na se busumi ntia aka na busumi so aka wa afi no no kese eda hokwa adan no go hokwa secondary school si boarding school ebi mo ha no mo de ama ha na bia ko for the conversion bia na se bi do na enye bia eda ho no kwa okay come akwa no boom now share mra almost to the school be 5 months or be actually 6 months afinu muni nyina eda hokwa ni hu se baby o ho na yitmi ye nta na se na so baby e to me na do so on to me hwe Mankwara almost 182,000 common traffic. It is over. That's all say double track may and transfer the free SHS may. They must double track transitional calendar may if you are. The American say this is Mankwara almost 182,000 a few BR Sankwara on the traffic.
But Prof, but don't you agree, sir? I mean, when you expand and I say improve infrastructure, the various senior high schools are, we cancel double track, and that is what is motivating the NDC John Mahama say. Ombesi a school that ni biya kan say na beya double track with a swinging track with a transitional calendar ni nyina no. Isn't that a good solution to this problem?
Okay.
Detail, Prof.
Oba, you be no. You have answered 2025. Class, SHS1.
Right.
Oba, I was my double track. And it's uncle, I normal traffic. Not what to wear your dime. Then she be you. Now, where we are, I would say, this is a dime every. Na I feel the mumra. Sankorana abolish, but for no can say abolish.
Abolish, I don't kind. That's the word you use. Abolish.
Page 39, page 39.7. I say abolish the double track system to restore a stable one-track academic calendar.
Right.
And I am no Obana so ye pe no be kwa question so ka so be ye fi on tiade na onyi fi o ono so be ye fi o sa in fact ye chese oba o be ye fi ho ne se yera kufuo eti committee no hwehwe ma na mo se enyema bi ntini egidi se secondary education ye de 4 years a ebe boa wo man yera kufuo e de ye adwuma Mama, on the boss at a nose at the campaign, Omoba, Omubi, yes,
yeah.
Omoba, and Penyampa, Omu, friend is saying, stakeholder meeting, 2 meetings. Second meeting, omuguso omoye no. Anopana omoye na no. Omuguso omoye na obi beka chom say na meeting na hunya bi omu say adan so ya now say year for 4 years and after the 3 years.
I see.
And yeah, Mate say, you mama say obeti group na obey dialogue with stakeholders na oma ke send obesi education. Where the guy can so be double. Into no the control money. Double track nya na me president na aka. President so be on the two many say nya na say. And now some say oh you free one. You free one more. And so I walk up to see adan. Now see adan ni wi a akwara na nka 2025 years of school no. Now see adan ni wi 2026 and 2027 na. Sa akwara no o be man opportunity mo akwa na say omo a emu ho no no ma bi ho na no mo ma. So say
Matu ase.
MPP a friend is saying manifesto by Dr. Baumia said BB kind. Free SHS no. I will protect and enhance it. Protect means saying obabo ban. Enhance means saying just not my uni my sinokena.
In clear specific, because I've been wanting to ask this question. In clear specific terms, when I'm in school, specificity, enhancement in about me ekano, and only a DA. So a better enhancement. Any DA.
Before I enhancement, no. Or say, one, over protected, now I enhancing.
Right.
2, or say, I will leverage on the infrastructure.
Okay.
To phase out the double track.
Okay.
So yes. Now, enhancement. Before I call enhancement, no. I mean, tell 1 or 2 things. And I'm using enhancement.
Mati, meet your prof.
Now, school I econo. And then any complaint and call for the unity. And your school. Double track na ebayen. Answer na double track ebani e kwa trimester. You call bosume bosume and said na abafi. You call 3 times in a year.
Right.
In Kolano that time in Kolano ko school. Na no mo le say. Oko from wana. Ebi o ho no mo a. You be wie say your admission be you na September na December do a ya ma kwan first term no abafi e na just form 1 no first term wan ko bi o do form 3 a February ni atate what's practical ni go so sa until February no as a second term until o do form 3 a second term third term or the years of the also in Shadia. Into 3 terms, no, or the 2 you find that 3 years, no, or the 2 years of 6 terms, and this year instead of 9 terms.
Okay.
Free SHS buy, the free SHS, yeah, any double track needed to buy, no, yeah, and say, if in Kolano Moko school, you be as worker, Nancy, you be. And we are some local school, your mom, and our children, our children, and percent semester no everton. No more. Exams no so. You can put that time no collect or mommy collect. And you become man white. And you train exams no they call actually. They call June, July, and more actually no how they didn't know. That's it. That time no first group no come second term. Or third term I know. Third term now infusion of being a 30 years old. Lose. COVID by na exercise so still they don't lose out.
Okay.
The period of the trans school no, more time the trans school more contact hours.
You mean double track by friends by students more time, more contact hours.
More contact hours. Not double tracking my not trimester no more school. Contact hours near student teacher contact hours. No, 1,080 hours for the whole academic year. And a double track by any it is a friend transitional calendar. A buy-in. in 1,134 contact hours. So every academic year beyond in Kolani 54 academic hours. More than the next terminal. Okay, can Ebuma first year, second year, third year, Okabuma contact hours are Omunyano. A year additional contact hours, 152 hours. In Kolani, among books, how Mudishoma books, no, your friend is saying, the Mahama time, no, Namkana Katan books. Among books on this Yomadi, Yan Pamu, some exam fee. When Mamma time near Pamu, Momo exam fee.
I see.
Maybe buy another year director general. Oma no walk on Mona. Second year, any third year, now no moon can double track. The brain, like, Omusuku to trouble and say, Omuntia exam fee, or the school cat.
A cat.
In the armor, your share the command, why it, now I a whole do or more result. Any that be a mini hobby. BC for almost you to pay my double track the bias. BC for almost Zamako acid. As I said, Nana Pesa in Korano do Pona to Mukono. Or yes, BC, you know, a hoka, public school, but be free. Untia. Then to so not well to be a qualification was me on secondary school. Tako Sukuho. Na registered you. That's actual VC you. Nabra, and also registered free. It's numbers now cost with Cristiano. Now a demand they say, it's a say, yeah, that double track transitional calendar. Double track no first no. Now I told you green gold. Until they are green to feel not good. Green to feel not good. COVID no buy no. And then you say, group back, come to me we on first semester. 10 are covered by and on number 12 emphasis from one good na cocoa we on first semester. That's it from one green to see a chance on the car. Now yama ya two school mo be 9 months. Not just good back in the first semester back there on go school ni be cry on course from so or from 1 year the second semester no quite crowd and hotifi. No. And am I a coffee transitional calendar no buy?
Okay.
I near Juma name no dear anything. That time instead of almost best school game, instead of some year 1,134. No. The moment year a minimum of 1,440 contact hours. The beya almost a hunkem. Namin Tadia double track for almost first group. We 2021. When I show my results, now I share is 2009. About him, your friend is saying 2015. How can I compare?
Okay.
2022 for a double track. When I show my results. 2023 for a double track. When I show my results. School didn't tell you school. You results, Papa. And just over travel. You can say, what's in the past and not to be meanwhile, no, whilst you go to see you facing out. Get fund, we didn't say last week was a thing, no more studio. I get fund SC 3,077. It was secondary schools in Kwa. You must see, I don't see now education, I'm saying 11,000 actually. If you want more, friend is saying NDC no boss right on the you're President Kufusia where we are NDC for by Oban Twaso Nina and no crown I go to see your question in Korano it's an interest about the Munchino. You're starting on Korano you know normally number 400 a Kobe 450 since a few weeks. In Korea, it could be 550,000. Next year, if you next year, they can averagely in Korea, the school no be 600,000. If you say every cohort of students be a school, no, only averagely be 600,000.
Okay. Prof, for the sake of time, you'd be see how now we'll get into what Bonebeka say, nitty-gritty, you know. Yami had done be P a year studio. But in the meantime, now say a tears and say, John Mahama Kase, or double track in ma. What it means is that Ucha face is that understandable?
Ucha face it. If you say a double track, and then a year, 3 SHS, no, Fuma.
Okay.
Into the Nipa, Ufuma, Ubia, betu Ufuma, no. Just what I say, Minkuno, no Fuma, and I may chest you what they are. Let us say, on perfect, we don't say Uchimo con, Remono, Wakua Anissa.
Prof,
and then they had the new class. So, if you are, 1.8 million, Afidia, and 450,000 for 4 years, no, and 1.8 million.
Right.
December 7th, 2024. Yes, Remo. Number one, no beer, Fenya, Nasense to be a non conqueror. Now, you have more 3 SHS no bank. Now, you have enhance, no. This is also rented.
Oba studio, Rebecca, was a me.
Maybe a Viciano. Now, enhance no.
Mate, Prof. Medasi, none pay. It was for that professor, our very own professor, or former DS, DG, and I say Director General, or GS, Ghana Education Service. Now, now, Professor Pokwamankwa can say, and I'm sure you heard John Mahama, saying that. I said in Sunday it was very clear. Say I didn't know and I'm about double track no. They are promising getting some big chum. And the issue of a buffer stock or the air course schools no. And also big chum mama who kind ama a teacher for Ankasa as a headmaster in Ankasa. I could turn you and their bus school and no supply no be easy and quiet shortage be our baby. These are the things that and it's for Eka. And the professor will me say you can't see double track in one. It means that phase just in the trip because a double track no and no and a phase no and full you know none of pay. That's what Professor Pokwamankwa catching and the ano pay. Now just before I go into my guest, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can choose order number 1. December 7 show number 1 the show not 2 abadamano. Now where you're the only vice president of Baya, why you number be. In fact, or say, we know what the mobile money interoperability a buy at the mouth. Why digitalization of public records. In fact, e-pharmacy, who will fear, ultimi, or they drew, na a drono, and their bill fee, or so Wayamao. Zipline medical drone delivery services. Why in at the amount? It's a mere December 7 or say, Trobandabano. Order number 1. Dr. Bawumia's vision is simple. Say, Obaso ye Ghana, Ubiabenya home faswo, and Nuntino, Okwa, Tobanamano. December 7, vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, number 1 on the ballot to continue the transformational journey. San Walker. Now, or say, or ye a leader with proven track record. And Nuntino, but more dear, my real fee. It is possible. The Okacho and the Anopay, no. Now, Anopay, Ebusha said I'm advertising earlier. No? My guest is in the studio. A woman I've known for so many years. A powerful woman. In fact, the Yasantra of the MPP. If you are member of Timikon, you know what Timiko. Ubana say, or MPP policies more. We say yes. Now, only Ghana, in fact, USA, the whole United States of America. MPP among your corner one no and a dano one no and a chairperson at the MPP UK. It was for I guess this morning a year near minia bar the sister or buy ya from pong or another pay buy a crabber.
Yeah,
but you have a cordial.
Yeah, do.
Buy a man tongue can repair them. It says Sana 1 hour, but Omega USA chairman. It didn't occur to me say a war. The parents say, oh, I see, that's fine. But Uba, come on, to say, was if you're idiot.
Oh, Kumasi de Seja. Your former one, your qua, or see a bit. Your buyer said, yeah. And your market in him. Whom we are around Kumasi and say,
development apostle, infrastructure and apostle,
must expanded.
Yes, at
least in the 90s, no. We have a better Kumasi copy now, now. Probably Beckham. First now in TD. Your boss, you know what here.
I'm going to in town. I'm going to
some do that.
Now, when Babin to one to know why I say didn't know.
Oh, yeah, first of all, my main drama, we show is when I fan chair for.
Right.
Before then, or some chairman, Anna. 2-4.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Henekasi. Me ya santini die ma santime mo na o se ni die ni ebu kese me de ma o yo te kokoso eye otumfo enen na tranko nyina cheche mu nyina na ma che MPP for MPP US for so me chia mo be bia mo bia so mo hwe show ya me cheche mo se ma share si em Ghana na meboa campaign no yo Kumasi de Anasa Ashanti region a part of MPP USA constituencies are Yadia Maya, I was here.
Okay.
Na Yanom Yejuma, near Buanan Kundiba. Bono East region, so your constituencies were I was here Yejuma.
Okay, so Ashanti, Bono East, and a half
region.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the 3 regions.
These are the 3 regions.
Western, water region come.
Water region, your country are also or more.
Okay, country or more water region, but a banner. MPP USA Ashanti Bono East and a half
regions
and a monomotion now why okay. We'll get into the details and then okay. But first of all, I mean, what is the history behind MPP USA?
MPP USA, I'm say started actually somewhere in the 80s no, during the PNDC era no. Ghana phobia. Because of the brutalities at the time of the PNDC government, no, had to run away from Ghana. We will go through every
exile, no.
And exile. So some went to Canada, some were in US, some were in the UK. And whilst they were there, no, they started some activism.
Okay.
To move Ghana.
To
move Ghana from the military junta rule to a democratic process.
Right.
That agitation and as activism started here. So the pressure was mounted on the government of Ghana by the US government at the time. Because they were for only professors at the universities.
Okay.
There were people who were linked to the administration at the time, US government. So they were able to lobby through the government of the US for them to open up or put pressure on Ghana to go back to democratic governance. Until 1992, you open up to go democratic. And so you the MPP USA. At the time, it was MPP North America.
Okay.
So
MPP North America.
Comprised the US and then Canada at the time. And almost started here.
Okay.
Yeah, until penny for what do you anymore a kind of one a surgeon, medical doctor of Maryland, FN Dr. Judedu. So he became the first coordinator for the North America party. Na penny, Bibia, Ejako.
Okay, yeah.
So he was a deputy coordinator.
Okay.
And then we had Lawrence Prempe, also part of the leadership at the time. By the time, you need chairmanship, we were co-coordinators.
Oh, okay.
And so we had the coordinator and the 2 deputies. They were breaking it down, and then other executives also came in.
Okay.
Yeah. And decided the course over the years, and Sana eventually, it was formalized in 1993.
Okay.
And formalized the process to have the same structure as Ghana.
Yeah, I see. It's most of to send the name say national executive number 1 year campaign mokoto abayi national executive sana muso mo name
yes we hono in fact starting na your congresses are yeko. Again every 2 years. So every 2 years we meet at a particular location within the state. The next leadership, but it was for 2-year term. Until in 2009, party said we need to all bring our election cycle to conform with the Ghana election cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were doing 2 years.
Okay.
And so the argument was, if you are doing elections every 2 years, then what will happen is that you won't get the leadership prepared to go for the election in Ghana. Or another year back. And so bringing it to conform with the structures in Ghana was the right way to go. And
so we 4-year term. They say
now we have a 4-year term structure.
I'm also a campaign. Your congressman to Musaba say the idea that.
But what the interesting thing is that MPP USA is spread across about 20 states in the US, and the goal is to get to all the 50 states. But Ghana for with interest for Ghana.
But so far more 20 states.
20 states are your chapters also. And to move within the like I say continental US is very difficult. Obiti, let's say Washington State in Seattle. Now say a conference in New York or DC. Is in flight time is about 6 hours. So if you Ghana call Yuka,
6 hours.
Yes. So it's about that distance that also to come. And the cost of the person traveling, it comes in. So we looked at all of that, say, if we are going to have to meet physically to vote all the time in elections, then of course financially it will also be impacting our members. So we moved into digital voting in 2009.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we moved digital voting.
So wherever you are in your state, with just a click of a button on your phone or on your PC, you get to vote.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So how do you meet
doing that?
How do you meet the delegate? Virtual.
So
virtual
campaign. Yeah, sometimes you make trips here and there to some of the close-by states. But for the most part, it's more digital, calling people, using. There are so many digital platforms you can use to reach out to your voters and as your delegates. With just a click of a button, they get the message right there on their phones to be able to do that. And then we also do debate. So we create a platform where the candidates will come on and debate each other.
Oh, okay.
Sell their policies. And it's all done virtually.
I see. Well, the American start and
and I think Ghana we need to probably look into going there at some point.
Yeah, debating. Well, the debate. I mean, at the presidential level, but the political level, at the party level, the debate be any.
And we should.
We should,
yeah. So people can really sell their vision to a.
I see.
Because Ghana, politics, sikasem ajimafa.
Jimafa, I say
I say do the crescendo level not yet, but gradually it's going to get there.
I didn't tell then the work more with the casa.
To move delegates from one location to another to vote and require cost.
Okay.
Say in last delegate conference here in Accra. So you're moving somebody from Tamale to bring the person all the way to Accra. A cost. Somebody is going to have to bear that cost of transportation, cost of accommodation, cost of feeding. And the person having lost hours of work had to come, he was expect to say he gained something. Exactly, because we're Jai the Juma and Oba.
It's a party window there, and it's a party window.
Party window, but at the end of the day, he also has family to feed. And when you put all this together, it's cost. And so if you want to break cost into containment, then of course, I would say it's a sanya maybe more. Now, less cost to the party and less cost to the individual who has to be there as well.
It was for another pay, many USA, NPP, branch and as a branch.
Yes. But the difference between the structure of the MPP and NDC, overall group, normal friend chapter. And then the states ones almost friend branches.
Okay.
So it's a flip.
As a flip. It's no monomoye. A branch. So the USA MPP branch. And I'm also in chapters.
Yes.
Okay, the madam.
So it's
okay. It's an pay or buy from Paul for US and buyer. NPP America no. You United States of America one the down. One of the chairperson at my NPP, you know, like a Ghana. Because he a chairman 17 in a deep common.
Exactly.
It's in his chairman 17 in the contemporary USA and the Anopia and the deep common by MPP and of course going forward into December 7th crucial election. Engineer was almost sending a bagana on my campaign. Now, mobile, Musamoya campaign there. What must swap to form? What is the mood in the country as far as what's the only have from our back? We shall gauge mood now. Ghana for sentiment, Ghana for mood,
Yo, Medasi. And so far, no, all the constituencies, they are Koso. The other few that we haven't visited physically. Now, interestingly, the number one issue that we are hearing more as we go to the various constituencies, you know, are resonating with the people, with the parents, the youth, you know, more of the education. Education. It permits all the places that we've gone to.
Okay.
And it tells you that message has really resonated.
Which is the free education?
The free senior high school policy.
Okay.
Because it makes sense. So you go back to the 1957 Ghana independence. That you compare with countries like South Korea, Japan, and all that. Say we were at the same place in the 1950s.
Right.
And then we come back to 2014 and they are way ahead of us. And so you have to ask yourself, what accounted for? So monetima ko monima ye no ye ebi apase ye du no ye nu ho.
Right.
Mo say ya che kwan mu. And BB account for why I che kwan mu. And education is one factor.
Okay.
Because so over the course of 60 years, Ghana did say 67 years.
Yeah, 67 years.
So over the course of 60 years, and your basic education, you're defining not to include senior high school. If it's a Ghana and Kent, senior T. But it was basic education was just primary school. So we call primary school kakra na wa ende wo ho. We call 7 wa ende wo ho. And akoswa, do you hear the number of people as a country? Now they were potential. Some were potential even to become the president of this country. But because we're in access, we're in opportunity now, he fell by the roadside. And now Koswa, now are building numbers now over the years. And we are talking of millions. Because 60 years journey. Every year, how many people near to do maybe I started free senior high school within a space of less than 8 years. About 5.7 million people have been educated.
True.
I don't think that if we are to compare with the 60 years we would have educated 5.7 million Ghanaians.
So you're arguing that within this 7-year period, 8-year period, because of free education, they are educating more Ghanaian students than between 57 to 2016.
Exactly. I've not done the calculation, but with many gauge, and as me short time I call primary school, or mommy no I'm koi, a secondary school, or mommy no I'm koi, a call university, or mommy no I'm koi. Now all over Ghana now Kabuma within a space of I don't think there was a number.
See.
It will be comparable.
But we be to me at watching in your own estimation. You training more from 57 to 2016.
Yeah. But we will have to do that.
Yeah, we have to do the math. Of course, the data because we said that in numbers right here.
Oh no, I don't have it either. But I'm just gauging to make that analysis.
Right.
But compare that to countries that are doing so well. Because education, so the Bible can say, for lack of knowledge, my people perish.
Right.
Now, and also, it roller coaster into other things. About the indiscipline that, for me, I see in Ghana, a lot of them stems from education. It's costing us indiscipline. Huge. Yeah, outside Ghana for a long time. That's what stares in our faces. Indiscipline. Yeah, with the need to drink sachet water and keep it in our bags. Say, do fear veterinary volume. I will say dumpy. As you have seen, your culture necessary. Indeed, I will have to hold it or put it in my bag somewhere to maybe fear some too. It becomes uncomfortable for you to just drop it by the wayside and go. Say, yeah, school, and schools I see. Now there's no toilet facility for the kids to use there. Now you ask yourself, say, when we were building those schools, you know, what were we thinking? Some school in the 21st century. And there's so many things that pretty much went wrong. America's definition of free of basic education is K-12.
Okay.
So K meaning KG to 12th grade. And this is a start school. Or be free school. No, we K-12.
Okay.
By that time, no, either 17 or 18 years.
Okay.
Our definition of basic education ended at junior high school. Yeah. Junior high school, so Akolano, or 13, 14.
Right.
Or more school late, probably 15.
16.
But the truth is that at that age, you know, a dear employable skills no. A dear was here, we bet my fan or man a mama. Because the age of the child no requires that the child stays in school.
Okay.
But from junior high now, parents and demand to us so. Now, so of course, teenage pregnancy because hawking, because that's the work most of them can do. And now, Okoye Juma will be fear. My family be 7 and now, and on mom domestic help, like I say, on Sunya, so that was the culture over the years.
It's about 2 years, Baby. What do you always say? Sanaka say free as an irresolute. You just in front of one about me.
Exactly. Because the only inheritance your parents can give you is education. I am who I am today because of education that I had.
Right.
But when conform me contemporaries, they never had that opportunity. And then who say Oma Abrabono a witchery kakra. They almost tried there, but a witchery. So papa is Daimawa. Diana cry here and you are from Kwamubaku. I'm eventually told that no much is can nobody know be a baby. But more education, nobody can take that from you.
But I'm happy
for me. Because the person who invented electricity, if you want a classroom, on one it's an if you know, take on your mabo mana, which me a year later, the next generation of Ghanaians, educated women probably are going to be the reason Ghana is going to do very, very, very well. And you invest in them now. Now you train, say, Ubika say double track, and you become the period that or the also the building infrastructure no. Then some people will have to stay home.
Yeah.
Then you be on the ban, I be me no ba. No so what if you need sit down in VA and sign at the school. Americans don't think like that. America double track, they use it. Whenever there is the need for it, they use it.
See, even America there's double track there.
Exactly. Now if it's a philosophy in the FIFA. They use because the building that you have, no, I bet me a funny probably 100 at a time. Esiho, a bit more coffee. building it there at a so they saw the wisdom in why I was say create a track state friend track on track off
right? To track it by and track off.
Whenever, because what neighborhood know a young population,
right.
People in their 20s, in their 30s, afina omo shabra boase omo afina omo wari omo womba. To be say you see an explosion of children in that community. School knows we are building for a certain number of peoples. In Jebeka Krana, now say families not doors on Kolane doors who has omuntimi and continue all of them in the school. That's when they implement track on track off.
I mean, right. So I get the point that phrases just an abua or say you resonate among people, and I won't discount that because I guess I'm going to come my carbon and money, especially market women or more phrases just once. But you see, I'm happy I'm coming from the US, and I said I'm a toba.
Yes.
And now Donald Trump. Now, one of the indicators of the toba economy, and I'm in the same vein in Ghana, we are not isolated from the cost of the US.
Yeah.
Ghana for so the data about economy a problem in the Ghana. So you may have done free SHS, but economy no about enkoyi. Ghana for say what's it and there's an Kabia Kawoto Ghana Adam boy see can gobe caneno like 3 cities which me do gobe and the also do goba. You also dig not in a year. You spend no less than 12 Ghana cities. 12 cities. Without a culture. Koto governors who did not do Philippi. There are 12 cities from 3 to 12. So you see, they complain that don't have time. No, you tell lady. It's my face such as yeah, I said it. Now, so you perceive economy ye my. You say vote against a MPP. Then the major mama. Obekasa Odika.
Also. Right. And I can confidently also tell you, say, you as a Mifibana, I was writing. I
see.
You know, and they said, don't Fred Joe Biden now was answered you as I'm wedding inflation, even though it started to come down any day. The reasons of the site will not be reasons are very different from what the site will have. Because it's the truth. Whether people will believe it or not, any different argument. And I can attest to because me back Ghana pa. Into me back na me tons you na me sense you know. Last time I me buy na me toy na 1 CD and me buy no. I call 2 CDs 50 pesos. I know. I see it. Into me my ding. Oh yes.
Okay.
Send them because I had in US no. Me bag Ghana so I see
but Ghana the na US so what in US no tell me US. Yeah, Ghana just I
was make because the dependency of families in Ghana on abuche funds so very high.
True.
Very high. It is a comparison sometimes because of how many mouths diasporans also feed
our Ghana.
It is a no and then more. So in the condition that we find ourselves, we still try to help them because every year, conservatively, if we USA is not even calculated in the amount of money if you have Ghana economy every year.
Right, that's true.
It's more than $5 billion.
Yeah, that's right. That's for the Mubwa system.
More than $5 billion conservatively. And the way the Afro Western Union, former channels, World Bank and all these other financial institutions, but then the personal ones, any exchanges, also behind the scene, is not even part of it. It tells you the quantum of money abroad for your Ghana's economy. But whether we like, whether it's through a business venture, building a house, remitting family members, and all that. It is all putting that together. If you will be $100 a month, And then my danger, I may not be able to send that person that same amount in terms of quantum. And then my ding. But yeah, to me, who say, you be a trigger all these things because we had the first term of MPP a buying and we are not a buying any economy and near boy homodia. Had it not been the world crisis a bear we are seeing in our because America during 12 packs of egg first think you $22.99 and there is about $5-6 depending on which brand I'll be picking. In your masses and Ghana, so I share your pain. Say, Ukujuma, it hits you in the pocket. But the hope that we all have, they say, near master epic. Yes, Ghana's economy is not where it was 2 years ago.
And epic, you know, you see, before the time I as a young Ghanaian boy, not my neighbor, or she's so what it's not trouble. You know, man, epic in the economy, but who beside Ghana for a no man epic on bottom. How do you reconcile that? Say no man epic economy, but he's not feeling it in his pocket. I don't hope it.
You see, I know. The Ghana for so who say the condition that Ghana went through. Say the alternative now in Ghana's in people's life would have been worse off than what it is now. Oh yes.
So Jomama because like your baba no be worse than exactly. You
because economy are yeding. Government no him and yet he keeps light on for us. He keep government salary workers paid. If work will be delayed, so the money will come. But we go back in comparison with time and we have not had any world challenge of global proportion. In your lifetime, you been see that in the lifetime of Ghana from 1957 to date, crisis I see in 2000, been see that. I mean, the entire supply chain of the world came to a halt. We see that. So we cannot underestimate how COVID impacted all nations in the world, including Ghana. So from that perspective, say even in the midst of that challenge, government, the also government, the commitments also we have seen the effect of it, and think hardship now would have been worse off. And then for me, and they'll say, Maya Hotoswo, say, like Nanado said, Nipan Quadie, Mintiminye, name economy dear, and that is what they are doing, and that is the Hotoswa, Mema Asantimai, Mema Ghana Mai, Mema voters, and so as what to say, there is hope coming. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. In Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. But what do you expect before COVID-19 the Ghana March 2020?
Yes.
And about Ghana. Yes. I think it's a March 12 or March 2. And about Ghana.
March 12, yeah.
March 12 and COVID-19 Ghana. Before that, not economic experts. Say, we are sinking. That was in 2019, ending of 2019, at the beginning of 2020. It's before COVID. Now, on mine, I say, you. So you can't blame COVID for our economic woes. Because what the experts are saying. In 2019, in fact, World Bank director at the time, Pierre Laporte, at the University of Ghana, Libo, Eka said, Sibe Omane Bob Busiano. Yeah, and that at the time was Penofata who was there. It was basa. COVID the by now probably may have exacerbated the situation. It's I'm not for struggle to appreciate say COVID no and America. How do you justify that?
So the quantum of what was everyone said about what the experts said before COVID.
Yes.
Any COVID ni buy and so the kind of cost they can we put and now compare the two now. Which one was higher? A car boy within the COVID period.
Right.
But one thing we also have to understand is decisions that leaders make if you have to make a certain decision as the leader of government or whatever a year, and you might be put into consideration to make that decision. Say they are the same issue, no, I will make a different decision altogether. When COVID came, different countries made different decisions.
Right.
Some were ready to mortgage the debt of their citizens, just so they will save the economy.
Right.
And it was a choice that people had. Here's the case: you have loans that were the interest rates were higher.
Right. Right.
And it was coming due. And there's something you can do to get an interest rate that was lower. Be a leader. You have to look at all the options to make the decision as to why you have to borrow to be able to get a loan and interest rate in our form.
Okay. Now,
all these things, factors, comes into play for why certain decisions be.
Right. Now, let me talk about the person Baumia, honorable candidate. How is Baumia different from Akua Asieduaa?
How are you different from me?
No, because Ghana 4% which I'm not going to talk about December 7. So, I'm the Baumia tour, another tour. I didn't just something about Baumia. Baumia can buy no. You know, how different is he from Akua?
Well, Baumia is different from Akua because Baumia is Baumia. He was born Baumia, raised differently from Akua.
Right.
Had different life experiences than Akua. And of course, we'll have different vision and have different goals than Akua.
Okay.
So clearly, no, they cannot be the same.
So a different.
Or a different person.
It wouldn't make a say Akua, but maybe somebody
twins, even twins, there is differences in terms of personality and all these other things. Indeed, this is not even a question that has to be asked.
No, because I mean, they make the argument and say, oh, on the Baumia, on the Akua.
Baumia and this
one, you dick and more, Sunday canon.
Say, sad statement, no. So we are quadra and your casa seminal,
okay.
Now, not when many are, my for me, my own opinion, I have my own life philosophies, I have my own work ethic as to how I go about doing my things. That's our time because you will be an amount. I can only be humble and serve or subservient. Oh, I don't want to use that word. I don't want to use that word. To follow my leader and go with the direction. Where I have to say something, I'll say it. But the decision lies with him as to the direction the person wants to go. But in terms of any the vision or the vision of Nipano, it cannot be the same.
What is the guarantee? Say Ghana for Banama NPP. Dr. Baumia, a year Bandinia. What is the assurance?
The assurance is simple. All Baumia has done throughout, in fact, when you go back to 2008, within the political space now, there are certain things in the books are watched and in some he has always stood by that principles. Economy. Sometimes people tend to say Baumia is not even talking about economy, which is laughable. Because there are ingredients to economic growth and economic development.
Right.
Now, as a country like Ghana, we have not built that foundation to be able to do well economically. And there's all kind of economy. Now you say money free because you miss that occasion. So how can you live in a country where you can't identify anybody in the country? Obi koye etra kumase odi boni wo kumase wadwara ko hyen kran. Enkrafo so nims wodi boni wo kumase. No ne nema na enema ajiego. The way we go about doing business in Ghana, the way we go about paying taxes in Ghana. Yes, what taxes go ma yetimi identify mo no. Mo ye the tax nyina go mu so. And so for us to be able to go around these things, to have a solid foundation, obetima build all your economic indices on. Yemi ya nto fapem bia from Kwame Nkrumah, o man build fapem, o try they can't have the political will to finish it. And so you needed to do that. America is what America is because they have built a foundation. Okay. The presidents will come, presidents will go, but you cannot destroy the foundation. So to America, number one, you have to have a social security number.
Right.
Because everything you do in America is centered around that number. Everything. Whether it's work, whether it's taxes you pay, whether it's loans you get, whatever you have to do, that number will go with you till death. Because it is established for you for life. So throughout your life journey, Ghana, we never had anything like that. We had Ghana. Nobody knew he existed in Ghana. You can't find the person's name in any record or database of Ghana. And over the years. And so for us to begin to learn the steps countries like America, the UK, economy, and so our challenge is different. Okay. And so once you put all these together, now when you say solid foundation now, I want to say your economic indicators start to look good. Okay. But for now, yes, it's a bit fractured because you never had the basis. I don't know, in fact, one of the things that fascinates me about the bar recently, my driver's license, Ghana DMJ, and I make renew. Now, make renew, no, we do on say, here, me.
Ghana,
my phone number, me J, my driver's license, me J. And also until recently, so later we now G phone number. We did a certain period.
Deactivate no. Yeah, that's true. And then na Ghana for na your tire party deactivate.
Yeah, G number. So I went to DVLA. No, say here's our number. First of all, how would I really remember that number? Yeah. So it was quite shocking to me. Say, the only thing that will remain constant in my life till I die is my date of birth. Yeah. Unless Ghana kululu bina no mutra from higher and my auditor general let me say the date of birth 4 times. That is constant with me. Maybe now your Ghana card number is going to be constant with you. Of course. Now, what you mean you swear no find me? Phone number. Yes, I can flip my phone number. Whichever way. And now somebody should me. I don't understand that. Okay. In fact, I had to query the people. I said, I'm not querying you. I'm querying the system. Say, you mean you see me date of birth and finding me. The date of birth, my name should be able to find me. Now we use a phone number that I don't remember, that I don't have, because their claims there was almost sending me code be on mine. I said the phone number should not be a criteria for finding somebody. But if you needed to send a code for me before I be then you can take the phone number anytime.
Is the way to go.
Exactly.
It's another bomb economy na kosoro.
We will know. So America ni. You won't ne. You won't feel hospital home nufi. You be born on sana. Akwala ketua no. You are born in nine swaka home. You take you about graphic data. And sana social security card here their man or parents in fact ho. Kopim so be 18 years. Na the number man because I wanna ababe wo say otua to. Ghana ni eni bibia sa. Nenam sister no bi aye di ope. So the number of people that are to pay taxes that they are not paying taxes in Ghana is huge. So how do you survive as a country without loans if you don't do the right thing?
Can you tell Ghana for Moshe Wanano PC? In this share economy net twaba, may share digitalization free SHS. Which is such a Ghana for?
Metimia kase. I say Ghana for here never be brave. Mom the twaba. Free senior high school can home. Of course, economy can home. But the common when you are doing a comparative analysis of the two parties and what they've done with crisis, without crisis, the difference is clear. Say MPP is the way to go.
MPP is the way to go.
MPP is the way to go. Because we have a solid record of when things are going well in the world. We don't have a world crisis. MPP would do better.
But you see, yes, the crisis in the Beba, but the flag bearer Bawumia is a man proud to 2016 election on a lot of economic lectures.
Yes.
In fact, on all the solutions to even the city depreciation.
Yes.
And no bad them. As against your mama city, and not only city in them, almost about 17%. Then pegging to 16.5%. 16.5 cities. It tells you that city now then a cost from crack under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who at the time was giving a lot of economic lectures. I don't tell you some this says on about Bema, sitting there.
The analogy that I will put to you is I don't think you make all the decisions in this place. Or your
of course.
And your
management team.
Your decision level will be a PEM.
Right.
Obia when decision level will be a PEM. If you don't hold the ultimate decision now you have to go through somebody for whatever proposal you have in the Quran or limit. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia did the lecture because he believes in the things that he delivered those lectures on.
Okay.
As to implementing those things, the decision does not lie solely with him to make it happen. Because he has to go through somebody. So, easy for you to do. But if you have to go and beg somebody, ask somebody for that thing to happen, and to be able to do that. You make your case, you try to be as convincing as you can with the ideas that you have, but the final decision or the ultimate decision lies with the person who has to make that decision. Once you don't have that, you can only go so far.
Are you saying
I wouldn't say man how you run government, at the end of the day, the person that Ghanaians gave the mandate to make the ultimate decision will look at all the things that have been presented, the good, the bad, the ugly, and then the state of the finances to be able to say this is the direction I want to go. Leadership is about decisions. And different people will make different decisions based on facts that are presented to them. On that same matter.
The same issue.
Maybe something different, maybe something different. And I can assure you, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is going to take Ghana to the next level. Like I said, the best is yet to come. The best is in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
The best is yet to come. The best in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obey we need it, but a more for say, if you look at Akua, the president, is he making, and this is some people are saying, say Akua Woma Bawumia. So if they are not way hinty, obey lose election. If they are not be renew, but Akua in court, say be way hinty, I'm off of a Twitian. And the recently of Western region, we see statue at the man.
On one of see,
I mean, of course, say the RCC. The RCC is the president. The Regional Coordinating Council. It's a wing of the presidency, which is being headed by the regional minister. Ochodako. What I say? It's almost sister. And that's a RCC. The minister say see in honor of the president.
I see.
But if the minister is the president, I mean, sort of, because on the power of the man at the region to control the region is the minister this year, president in AC.
Okay.
So
that's the another.
What I say? That's the understanding.
Okay.
The sign of man to get when you know. Do you think say a bit hit about me chances are now? And I then maybe I could find hit about me chances are now.
The thing is, those of us who love Akua will love him.
Of course.
And in politics, politics may be a problem.
problem.
You have to have your core base that loves you no matter what. And then you have people who would hate you no matter what you do. Oye papa kura mo town.
Right.
And so and your ma they change based on you changing your behavior as well. But the truth of the matter is Akufo Addo nadofo. Nadofo be the Akufo Addo be kan nadofo ne be ye. But when me won core base omo ejinidi omo trust no no matter what on beto omo ba ma no. Akufo Addo dia omo do no so eso ne so obekọ nanim omo do obaya and so ebe so ba omi aso ye beko yanim omo do kra no ye beti ba twemu na eden abe wo se mo konkoto maye
it is okay na
me say Akufo Addo is going to go down. Now we will not see the Akufo Addo office wa, and then over the years we will look back history will be kind to that man.
Okay.
History will be kind.
It's na me bisa se ne nde ye bi wo a wo hwe fisi bi a emwa bia ne o na say na amanfo so disrespect ahemfo akosi statue ni ade san no man tingiti we nyina. Do you think say ebetimi ahete ba me chance and say I mean ba me as his own man.
Akufo Addo is Akufo Addo ba me as ba me. And if people are to look at esa na ya ko say nipa nyina ya pe enye pe within MPP nye bibi MPP baby na me jitum but me party the share else ye kan na ye me Akufo Addo nye Akufo Addo ye ma ba omi anya ba omi.
So it would be unfair to think that
exactly
ba omi abetimi aye ni Akufo Addo ye bi. It's unfair to think like that.
The thing is we shouldn't even think like that for it to begin with.
Right.
We are all different personalities. Nyankopon anwune differently. Mini yepe. The way oyane niema is different from the way I'm niema. It cannot be say nyina ye niema the same way. But the here said there are also certain principles in society and also defining na emra etechiri. And so the things we're doing it based on the rules, based on the laws, based on the principles, or based on just our own personality? And
the choice of your running mate, do you think is a good decision? Because I'm for Kase, it's not helping the Baumia's cause. In fact, last weekend, Kanye said, we're not Damango constituency, to be precise. We are NDC now to Obama. We are not now. Now Tobama NDC na haram. And some say that, I mean, if you go on that tangent, then we because a Christopher, we Christians out to Baumia as a Muslim and also see haram. Some of this comment, do you think say try?
Yeah, really, I said your consumer not a boy, you know. And I just said you're coming.
It's either coming.
Yeah, politicians say there, and yet be a Bekabia and a Bekoye sometimes.
Right.
Because sometimes, it's just the excitement, the chance that you get, on the stage is what. And because I said, Beshi. There's a Beshi, that I wish you move. I said that you near the Kodra. But there's some things you say on platforms, it's just to excite your base. And maybe on paper, it's something that you can even implement. But your base wants to hear something, so sometimes you get carried away, and then certain things come out. Your intention or the intention is not how people are going to perceive. But of course, as we have to be careful what we say, and then how, because perception also matters in politics.
Of course.
Because in politics they say perception is the truth.
Very true.
And so trying to balance. Certain things. You are saying something in jest. Okay, they are keke. But to be able to say, what can serious or the
So
if we can manage ourselves in that line, I think we should be good. Yeah. But in terms of our running mates, I think for the times we are leaders are born for a certain time.
Okay.
Donald Trump was born for a certain time. Anything that he has still been elected.
Okay.
And he's the second time America has brought a past president back to power. This is the second time that's happened in the history of America. You see that. So that should tell you, say, he was born for a time like this.
People
are born for a time like this. Yeah, say no, my name is we are not going to manage. We are a certain caliber of people. The passion, with the seriousness, with the hard work to be able to move us away from where we are.
From where we are. Has that. On the Baumia has that. There's a question for you. Right. We're sending a picture of Kamala Harris. I'm proud to the election now. And caption said, "My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency." That was besides, I mean, coming from the US, this statement on an agreement means that Joe Biden failed. And if say Baumia has his own vision, does it mean Nanado has failed?
No. I mean, that is far.
So, departed from Nanado,
No, because the thing is, unless you are, like I said, it will be an unfair statement for anybody to make.
Okay.
Because it's like we are monolithic people. They need varying ideas of how things should be done. Like I said earlier, when COVID, you are the president of Ghana. You're supposed to manage the COVID. How would you have gone about it?
Handled it.
Or see a quarantine or were you going to pay their hotel bills and feed them throughout the process? You probably will say no. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. But
which another did.
So it is clear, say.
So people are going to make different decisions.
Right. So it clears the Baumia is different from Akusan. That's it.
Two people will have the same
mindset and attitude. Now, so Alexis say, good morning, Parker. In fact, this woman is really deep and exposed. I'm really impressed with the submission. One, that there are certain ingredients, systems which has not been addressed to put in place well before economy can be robust. As I'm sure you're talking about the digitization of church. Then the second point is the DVLA. Challenging the status quo. Why not a date of birth? That's a very good point. Okay, or boabaso. Okodivela, o shake your mokakano, o shake your mokakano, or boabaso,
but sometimes, what happens is, everyone
of course. So you have to do that attention to it. Yes.
In fact, one of the things and also let me use this quick time to say, MTN. I went to MTN to register a modem for internet to use. And I said, this is a home office to go and take my bio data again. And so I'm saying, you've taken my bio data to get me a phone number. So where is that bio data? Mato modem, I'm person use for data. This is a cyber fingerprints. So where is the first one? Why can't you sync that to my number that you already have my bio data? And then every single time I have to come there and bio data.
I made this point before, but it's this time. It doesn't
make sense. So 10 phone calls, I have to go there.
I get your point.
Repetitive action.
I get your point.
That is not efficiency.
It is not efficient. And for
some of us, it's about efficiency, effectiveness. Using your time more judiciously. Doing marketing to win people as a year and many more customers than keeping them there and taking bio data every single time for the same person. You already have their bio data. It doesn't make sense.
December 7th, I'm sure your vision, your dream, your desire, and is an NPP betting me in about me. Akua Asieduaa. It's a Ghana for Enkasa.
Yo, Asantimai, Messachia will be na yeah, banu ya the message and then a message no is simple. I may adoma December 7th. Ghana ekwako to aba. Determine the destiny of Ghana going forward. Yadi ejitu say Sabatui no ye ma edachi. Maybe we missed the first revolution, industrial revolution. We missed the second one. We missed the third one. But we cannot miss the ones that are eba. Eba. Now the only party, the only person with that discipline, with that vision, or which made Ghana kosa tebianim, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We share a manifesto or really out in some waka and some about Ghana kanko. Economy as my yeking. America, my tino. And yet, Sika, a year Juma, you train and you do America. Because otherwise nobody could have survived. Credit system or macretino. One of the tools are Abuama. It appears as a Omudi a say country or munisa a system. No. And it is a Dr. Mahmoud, we saw the credit scoring system or by idea. If he say a Ghana, ama near man pressure die so sick as some Ghana, you tuaka was a quine wadodo. The quine one in for trench and sana, omusaka, omo aketua. But say if credit scoring system no ba na a free up credit into the system, maya a bema sa pressure no a bed a cost from. Man, your pass out with mato, a brow with you and kakra now brow. And then you did America. A book ticket at the bagan and a walk cry free near the bar. Because the credit will allow you to be able to do that. Into Mumenji, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and D. Mumenji and PPA by D. That December 7th. Yakwa or Sunoko Kukuno picture or Dr. Mahmoud picture or maybe idea Koko motivating and so on. Layan Twaba. Layan said the destiny of Ghana. Na ye titru ye ma edachi ye madachi NDC ni esi din ketia sama mo kase double track on betwem no eno no ye sign say ya ultimate goal no aya ankasa ye free senior high school basa mo twem no eno so emwa the future generation of this country omo na osi obo mo ban omo na osi make sure say ye gina atwa bawe ama omo dachi ama omo future
right.
Obaya,
made us say, for that, Obaya from Paul or NPP USA branch, no chairperson or no, and that party in NPP, I'm calling in our USA, no, or no, and a penny our down Santa Macan or Bagana, a student team, USA ho. Ye be kwano no na pay PV Jantwa, say you for a quick happy birthday and for my wife, or 53 years today. Now, lady na I say. Or by 30 years, very beautiful woman. The message is a glorious 53rd happy birthday to my beloved first wife, Abena Boateng Datsun. It's been 32 years of unshakable loyalty, understanding, and solid love. I pray that the good Lord continues to bless and keep you at all times. You will always be my first choice. God bless you, Abena. It's near PV Jantwa Ekan. Mame Abena Boateng Datsun. Not a pay from your husband, PV Jantwa. Say more happy birthday. And from our party, we say more happy birthday. Once again, better Obaya from Kwesi. So by your chair, your my vision. And a dear Munyama Baumia, remember December 7. Beginning at the Kwesi Parker. Well said. Aha, let the general embassy. A bit much now, embassy Abba, with another edition of OBT. Have a good morning.